blurred culture continues to thrive. A dark, unknowing threat begins to grow, taking over communities across the globe. The villainous team known as Culture Vulture lands at the front door of blurred culture, demanding ownership of this beautiful world, wreaking havoc and causing mass destruction every step of the way. And with all hope lost, and the culture on the brinks of being overran, Deuce is the Yaness of podcasting, Picardi Sensei the master of branding, and Didge the technical tactician. Collectively known as Geekset has emerged once again to help blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together in one place. Tune in as Geekset curates the culture, celebrates our heroes, start the discussion on important topics, and take this culture to new, legendary heights that the world can be proud of. Geekset, do what you love and love what you do.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset Podcast, only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces. With me, I got my man Picardi Sensei.
What's good, everybody? How are we doing today?
Hey, doing amazing. This has been a really great 2 weeks, I think so.
Has it?
I mean, listen here. We had some come-ups.
Has it?
You had a come-up, man. We had some come-ups.
At the end, it was a rough fucking 2 weeks, nigga.
It was a come-up.
You said make it sound like it was exciting, nigga. Like this shit.
Listen, we came out at the end. We came out in prevailed.
Crying like a baby for hours on end was exciting to you, nigga. Like,
and as always, I got my man Didge in the building.
What is happening, people? I've had a good 2 weeks.
I bet you did.
Damn, I can't have a good 2 weeks.
I just said I bet you did.
No, man.
I would have won the bet. I bet you did.
That sounded very much like that.
I ain't bet you did.
I ain't need that.
I didn't bet you did.
You did have the most challenging week of 2 weeks. I would say that.
You got called out, dog. You making people change profile pictures just so they can know who you are.
Fam,
you hate to see it.
Fam, like Deuce has already got his social media tactics already in. That nigga was already looking at the kids. Like, what? I don't know these kids.
Dog.
I just went by the day. This nigga bust down and said, hold on, let me pull him up.
Hold on.
Let me pull him. This nigga went minority report, hit the screen, spread it all out. Like, went through the files real quick. Like, I don't see her.
Let me see all of it there.
I don't think this is the right person,
right? That picture, man. Let me see all of that. No, but what I was saying was, like, okay, you definitely had the most challenging week. 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So I give you that. I definitely
because this would have been... Did we podcast? Wait, hold on. Yeah, we podcast the week we got back, right?
Yeah, we podcast the week we got back. That was that Friday.
Okay, yeah, because it pretty much started when we got back. So yeah, so I guess you would say it's a 7. It's been a week and 2 weeks and 2.5.
Yeah.
Good 2.5s.
Yeah, but I mean, you like I said, now you straight. You know what
I mean, I guess I had to go through this whatever rough patch, whatever. I mean, it brought me to my glorious lands.
And I'm
glorious lands, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm happy for you for that, my G.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely.
To my fellow downtown resident.
Downtown resident.
You got his confirmation as
I've been
well.
making them white folks uncomfortable, boy. You gotta think they see me down there. Like I said, I had an office I had got down there. Yeah. Shout out to my old manager for letting me pick that place. And after he left, I decided to keep paying for it, but. Like I said, they didn't really see me a lot.
It was you went home. You went home at the end of the day. Now
once the boy popped up, that shit with them boxes. They like, who the fuck? You here? You here now?
Say, yeah, I'm here now.
A couple dry congratulations. Like I said, don't worry about it. I ain't here to bother nobody. But no, yeah, it definitely. After all the trouble I went through trying to find a place, it felt good to kind of be like. When I had got that office 3 years ago, I never would have thought that would be an office I would have. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So to kind of like. In a full circle, kind of like give myself as a gift, like, no, nigga, we gonna live here too, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
So it kind of really felt good to kind of like bring that in. So it's like I feel like I couldn't be nowhere else, like nowhere better than where I'm at right now. Let's house out of the fucking state.
Nah, that's super dope. Like I said, though, every time you post that when you at like a food truck, that's when I really get the FOMO. I'm like, damn, this is good. I know you out there eating good.
I was this close to being that Jazz on Thursday because I had just got the keys. I'm like, boy, I gotta go grab some shit, bring it back. But if I get back in time, I'll be there next Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Like
I was like,
I'm gonna come down for.
But I definitely was like, all right. Well, I was like, all right. Well, I can't go over to Jazz, so I'm like. Definitely walked over to Pullman's, went on the food truck, like, okay, this is going to just be normal.
It's going to be the norm.
This is just normal. You know what I'm saying?
Didge got his confirmation as well.
Yeah, man. I'm mad it couldn't have been this early, but one more month.
I mean, that's going to be wild, because like I said, I don't think people haven't gotten like Ron and Didge adventures in a very long time.
That's
that's a show in itself, like Ron and Didge downtown.
That's also the story. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, no, these niggas is Picardi. So, I mean, I'm gonna talk about it at the end, but like I also I launched the Storytime series, and some of the shit I was like, dog, Bacardi and Digi going on mad adventures. It was like,
I don't think we haven't had any the times that we spent together, like when we used to kick it back in the days. I don't think we've had anything that was like.
You say that now until you start talking.
Like you gotta really talk it out.
Yeah,
you gotta really talk. But I'm like, I just feel we just had a lot of good drunk nights. Like
and it would be random. Like we'd always do something random, man.
Yeah, and it really wouldn't even be like we finna get drunk. It's like you want to go have grab some eat and have a beer. Next thing you know, it's like let's stop over here, and then let's stop over here. Then next
it was true sitcom. It was like when you said it, it's like it would realize we're on board. All right, are you trying to do something?
Yeah,
like,
so it's like that's what I said. So I know it's gonna be a lot easier when it's just like. It's like the normal shit. It's not no longer like a drive. It's like it's like where you at, bro? Like I just walked down the water to grab some eat. Like, I'm finna walk down there to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you know, but here's the thing. I've been equating a lot of stuff that we've been doing, and in general, like the additional stuff. Like now, I've been turning everything to like video games and stuff like that. So like, the Ron and Diz side quest is definitely needed to be talked about way more. Because it is side. Because okay, you got to think if this is the main quest of the podcast and everything that we're doing, then everything that we've been doing is additional side quests.
It's additional side, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's additional side quests, and you know y'all got y'all the co-op side quest. You know what I'm saying?
The co-op mode,
man. Co-op mode, like you know what I'm saying?
Like I mean, that's what I'm saying. Our shit more like I can't think of the game. Probably like. I don't know what game it is.
I don't know what game.
I can't think of the game.
But so what? Well, before I get into like some of the topics that we have, but also, just kidding, nigga, my birthday passed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Happy motherfucking birthday! I was like, I know we gonna get. I want you to talk about it. You a Leo, nigga. You want to say it first. You know what I'm saying? Happy motherfucking birthday. You know what I'm saying? How does it feel? How does it feel?
What's good, Bo?
What's good, Bo? Hey,
What up,
you know
Bo?
what? It went from not having.
How old are you again?
36.
Okay.
Lies.
That's 37.
Say whoa! Don't try.
Let me have my 1 year anniversary of 36.
No,
G.
man. If I couldn't stay 30, you ain't staying 36.
But it went from not having anything planned to getting a gig. You know what I'm saying? I got the Shantae Wayne's thing. Well, matter of fact, getting 2 gigs because Shantae,
Is that like you woke up to that?
well, so the day before my birthday,
That's a hell of a birthday present.
Hippie Goes hit me up and was like, "Yo, Shantae Wayne's needs somebody to fill in for her show on the No Sound Charades," and I had already did it twice, so I'm like, "Bet, I'm down." So you know what I'm saying? Just still chopping it up with it, and like I said, remember, Shantae Wayne's is the reason why I got an agent. So you know what I'm saying? So she just asked me, like, "Yo, what's been up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I picked a fine time to do this acting thing, right? Because of the strike and everything, right?"
Right.
And then so she was like, "Oh yeah, I've been meaning to hit you up. Check your DMs." So then when I checked my DMs, she was like, "Yo, I'm going on tour, and I want you to do the voice, the narration for my tour promo." I'm like, "Bad, right?"
That's just really. I mean, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I got to do that. So like, if you go to her page right now, and everywhere that promo's running, it's me. And what I like about it is she gave me a script. And so again, ever since I heard Samuel L. Jackson say this, it's been something that I've carried along with myself to help with my confidence with acting and everything, is that he says that when he reads scripts, he'll see how things are written, and if he has something that he feels that is better, he'll just record it. But he said he'll do theirs. And he'll tell him, he said, "Look, I'm gonna do your script, but then I'm gonna give you this art, and I guarantee you're gonna want this art." So I started doing that.
I guarantee you going. That's confidence as a motherfucker.
So I started doing that. But here's the thing. So I started doing that with Watch Mojo. Yeah. Right? That was my test. They would send me certain scripts and certain things, and I'm like, I don't agree with this take, or you know what, we should say it this way. And so I'll do it their way. And then in the recording, because I want the editor to hear not only just, Rebecca, who's pretty much like, I call her my manager, but she's really not. She's more like a mentor because she's been helping me out with a lot of stuff. But Rebecca from Watch Mojo, so like I tell her, like, look, hey, I put some alt in it, and they love it because I'm like, look, I do yours, and then I do the alt how I think it should sound or how.
Have they ever used the original?
No, they haven't. They every alt that I've given them, they went with.
Hey, that would be funny if they did it one moment.
How would you feel if they took it?
I would be okay because that's the thing. Is the script is the script, right? There's people that get paid to write it, so I'm okay if you write it. And you want to go with that. I give the art. I don't say the Samuel Jackson. I guarantee you're gonna want my art. But in my head, that's how I think. But so it's like if they don't, it's a-okay. But it's like I learned that because I also did that with some of the acting stuff when I did it, and they was like, "Yo, we like your take on this, right?" So it's like it is that. So when Shantae Waynes hit me up and she gave me the script, I did the script the exact way that she wanted, but then I switched some stuff around. Still same sentiment. I added some flair. So it's like the intro. The intro was kind of like a regular intro, like coming live to you live. And I was like, "Nah, I want to throw in the one and only." Like I was just like throwing like little small stuff, and she kept it. She loved it, and even when it was done, I was like, I'm gonna send you all the audio, but I'm also gonna put one together how my art went, because this is how I think it should look. And she was like, yo, I love that. So it was like, it just gave me that freedom, and so I was like, yo, that was super dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously spending time with the family, that was always still super dope and everything like that. But it was just like, I really had nothing planned at all for my birthday. And
I mean, you say it all the time. Like, you always talk, when it comes to your birthday, you always be like, I don't plan anything.
Well,
So,
I
mean,
realized I had this conversation with a couple of the homies. We was talking about it when we was playing GTA. Men, for the most part, suck at planning birthdays. It's like, for the most part.
Because
For the
Oh, you
most
just
part.
saying men in general? Yeah, men in
Yeah,
general.
men in
Yeah,
general.
yeah.
No,
Even-
it's usually women that help you, your woman, some woman friend, whatever, that help you actually put together the actual event. But as men, a lot of the times it's the day of, and it's a text message to the group. Hey, y'all niggas want to go grab some drinks?
'Cause you-
y'all want to go grab some smokes?
Even if it is before the day, think about it. When both of our birthdays, the last like 3 or 4. Hey, y'all trying to go get a drink?
I
And
mean,
we'll say it like a week or two above.
And I would say
that's not a plan.
And I would say that changed for me, because I actually had a moment in my life, because I mean, like I said, my shit, I'm October, nigga. So I was costume. I tell you what we doing. Like, yeah, bro, I got a costume. We down on Water
it
Street.
makes
But
We
that's what I
down,
said
you know
for
what
the
I'm saying?
most part. That's what I
Like-
said.
no,
That-
yeah, because
this-
I had some years I did go get bottomless.
See, there's
Yeah.
outliers, but like for the most part, it's day of.
I mean, and in most cases, if you are planning something as a man, you usually taking a trip.
yeah,
Right.
Like, it's like I don't really dare, like when you think of the idea of like, oh, I'm finna go rent this hall or rent this
Bro,
club
women
out
be
to get.
going up,
like,
bro. They be having, it be a full weekend, if not a full month. Like, look, we gonna go to brunch. We gonna go. It's like we gonna go to
That's 'cause-
brunch.
that's 'cause
then we
the-
gonna get together. We gonna go have a spa day.
That's 'cause
Then we
women-
gonna hit this club.
that's 'cause women
then we gonna
kicking,
hit
fam.
like they be kicking
Like,
it.
niggas,
But here's the thing.
niggas can't put that day together. Like, for one, niggas can't put the day together like that, because women gonna be like, what you think you finna be going on weekend?
But here's the thing.
Like, your birthday was today, nigga. That's it. Nigga.
But here's the thing. I ain't gonna hold you as a man. Like, we act like we don't like that
As
shit.
a man.
But then when we get...
Hey, somebody
Hold
go
up.
clip
No,
that.
I need to say that. As a man, we act like we don't like that shit, right? But then when we get invited, because here's the thing. We was joking, but we was going over the list of, like, stuff they say men can't do, right? That we don't ever do, right? Like, I never hit y'all niggas up and be like, yo, let's go to brunch, right? But I fucking love brunch.
Hey, I ain't gonna
And
hold
every time,
y'all.
wait, and then every
I'd be
time
down.
we be down, but
I'd be
we
down.
be
I ain't gonna
down.
hold
We love
y'all.
brunch.
I don't give a fuck about the word. All I hear is me trying to go eat, nigga.
But that's the thing, we don't. But women, they be like, yo, we having brunch, mimosas is the thing. And every time you go to a brunch, you have a blast. But
I'm
niggas
finna
don't.
get on this. Let me speak. Let me talk about it.
What?
Because I did see a post about niggas doing some kind of brunch, like, picnic thing.
But look how weird it was. See that's
That-
weird to niggas, but that was weird to the world when it shouldn't be. Why was it weird?
That's not what I was gonna say. I'd have went to that Million Man brunch. I'd have been in that bitch.
It wasn't that. It was like a brunch picnic. It was kind of.
It was a brunch picnic,
But
see,
it was like a.
it was just niggas.
I mean,
That's the thing. We let our bravado get in our way from having fun. For a lot of things.
I guess, and it might take, like, and I don't want to take away from it, because it's definitely, everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying it's a bad thing.
I know.
I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, if, like,
My thing is,
we can go eat some brunch.
Right.
My
But you
thing
telling me, bro, bring some picnic baskets and some towels. You finna go out to the park.
I ain't talking about all that.
I don't know if that's what that was.
That's what that was.
No, I know it was.
That's what that was.
No, I know what you talking about.
And that's what I said. Like, I won't be there. Y'all let me know when y'all going to the restaurant.
No, that
you know what I'm saying?
was-
Like,
But
You don't. No, that one I'm with you. I'm sorry, you can't do a picnic with another.
But see,
dude.
but that's the thing. But see, that's the thing, though. It's like, so think about it this way, right? Even if you was like, I'm gonna go on a picnic by myself, niggas ain't gonna call it a picnic. But if
I'm bringing the grill out.
you bringing the grill out, but now,
that makes
hold
it
up.
better.
Right? But look at it this way. But if your girl,
You know I'm about to grill some meat. Ain't no charcuterie
right.
boards out here, nigga.
But if your girl or a woman friend or a woman that you know was like, hey, we having a picnic, you be like, I show up. You be having the time of you like, yo, this is actually lit.
That's because that's what women do. That's what women do
That's
to
what I'm
us,
saying.
though.
So
You know
with
what I'm saying?
birthdays, like you have to have women in your
I mean,
circle
so I'm gonna
that
tell-
want to do extra for you.
So I
You
feel like
have to.
I feel like we still have. I feel like what you're saying. I agree with.
Yeah,
I just feel like we have to, as men, as in our in our groups, whatever. We just have to find more things to really do.
Yeah, we do.
Because what you saying, that feeling of going to like a picnic with my girl, I just want that feeling with my girl. I don't want to know what the feeling feels like going with niggas doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like the feeling that she made me feel at the picnic is the feeling she made me feel. Nigga.
I ain't even gonna
Like,
hold you.
if you make me feel that way, we on some fighting viper shit now, nigga.
I
Like,
ain't gonna hold you. It ain't even going to a picnic with. You shouldn't go to a picnic with anybody you're not romantic with. Is what I should
if y'all
say.
gonna be laying down in the grass together,
You
laying down in the grass
that-
together.
That is romance.
What part of
That
picnic is romance? There's nothing in the
laying in the grass
definition.
together.
Picnic is romance. So if you like men,
Bro, you
can go to
Hold
it.
on.
But I'm saying you shouldn't be going to a picnic with anybody you're not romantic with.
Like,
That's what I
like
should have said.
a man's picnic is grabbing some food and sitting at a bench. Like, bro, what you
Right.
want?
Wait.
You know what I'm saying?
But wait a minute, because all right, the definition is just an outing or occasion that involves taking packed meat to be eaten outdoors. So all it is just eating sandwiches outdoors. Why they gotta be romantic?
Because you laying down.
Because you said a basket
But-
and covered.
They don't-
It is.
But that's not the definition. That's just the aesthetic that people would say.
I'm saying that's what you said. We taking a basket.
But that's
I
what
never
I'm
said basket.
Who said, when you was
That's
bringing up the picnic, you did.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
picnic.
Because that's the only way I can do a picnic, nigga. If the basket and the cloth ain't there,
That's not
we
a
out here
picnic.
grilling and cooking meat, nigga. Like that's
Wait,
really.
Then it's whatever.
Then we just cooking food.
So what if we? Okay, what if niggas was like, hey, we all bringing in everybody just bring a bag sandwich. We gonna go to the lake.
That's different.
That's still a picnic though.
That ain't no picnic.
Per definition,
Per
it is.
definition, apparently.
I'm not going. If you say picnic, I'm like, I ain't coming. You better say what you just said, bro. Grab a sandwich and then we just.
MJ said picnic ain't for us.
We
though.
do barbecue.
We do barbecue.
I fuck with that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We grilling meat. Nigga, like
And
if you,
anybody allowed
like
that
you
is
said,
barbecue.
like you said. If y'all went to that motherfucker by myself and I was like, I'm finna throw a picnic, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say I'm grilling some meat, I'm barbecuing. And I'm gonna make that post and niggas gonna be like, I'm on my way, dog. Y'all, you cooking? Like,
That's the thing, yeah. 'Cause
Ain't
you
no
is-
picnic.
You are inviting people by saying, yo, I'm grilling down by the beach, or yo, I'm grilling at the park.
All right, so let's move from picnic, right?
cause I feel like I've never heard people really say a picnic. Like, I mean, it's rare. Like, I've been seeing it now. They try to use it with more than two people.
Yeah.
But in my eyes, the picnic is literally like
True.
a 2-person thing. That's like
True.
a date.
That's what I'm saying.
Like-
it has to be somebody you're romantic with.
Like if you got more than 2 people at that point, you either on some
Or
real
you-
freaky shit, or you just grilling for the people. Like
Or you double
Hey,
dating.
so there's no such thing as a group picnic.
That's all couple. I feel like a group picnic is couples.
it'll be a couples picnic. Cause it's still a romantic thing.
A single dude or a single female, well, single woman might. A single dude not going to a picnic full of couples. Unless, like Bacardi said, he on some
Bro,
real
I'm about to
freaky
change the
stuff.
narrative of picnics. I'm about to start having group picnics.
I mean, and I get it, 'cause they-
I'm about to start having group picnic meetups.
And I mean, they
which
have
is
that. Cause I
full-
mean, there's like people say like people don't like there's the family picnic, and that's saying, and then there's the family barbecue.
There is.
You know what I'm saying?
Family picnic, though. That's we at the park, we playing games, we doing all. I don't
They both got them both. They both got them both. You know what I'm
They
saying?
do.
I
Family
get,
picnic
but I
more
feel like
women.
the family barbecue gonna have marijuana and some other shit,
The
some dice
family
games.
barbecue more pressure though, because you looking at whoever on the grill.
Wait.
That's what I'm saying. The picnic,
Wait, picnics can't have marijuana and drinks?
you can have wine. That's
It's gonna be some wine there. It's gonna be. It might be some drinks, but I'm talking about the actual paraphernalia. Ain't gonna be no. Ain't no cuz there that you like cuz. We gotta walk.
Your drinks finna definitely be like spritzers and shit like that. Like
This is the issue with if you give me those 2 words. If you say like, bro, you should come out to my family picnic we having out there. I'm gonna ask you what kind of food y'all got there. If you say, hey, bro, you should come out to my family barbecue, I'm like, what time is it at?
that's fair.
I know exactly what I'm coming for. You know what I'm saying?
Family picnic could be, hey, we just got
Y'all got green bean salads and shit, nigga. Like, I don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, like I mean, back to the original. But yeah, like
Hey, I
we
don't know how
talking
we
about
got there.
birthdays and how niggas don't really set up birthday plans. So it was super dope, man. Like I said, I had a really, really dope birthday, man. And then, like I said, I ended it playing GTA with the homies, man. got some money off of GTA. You know what I'm
So
saying?
did you go on a picnic for your birthday?
Nah.
Oh, well, so what was the feeling that you got that made you bring in the picnic talk that you like niggas like things?
Birthday.
We was talking about birthday, how niggas don't plan shit.
We got there from
we were
literally
saying
planning.
just different things that like when your woman or a woman friend plans that you okay with, but like niggas just don't never do.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
no, don't give him that. He not right.
Let me be right. Let me be
No,
right.
don't
G.
give him that. He not right.
Yeah.
Me and Bacardi right.
Yeah, we right, fam.
But no, but I did want to ask y'all just about like the news that been coming out with just superhero movies, right? Because I was having this conversation with a few homies and we was talking about it like, yo, man, like they keep on letting everything loose that is really taking away from the allure of a lot of these movies. So like DC.
Oh yeah, we talked about this before.
DC just re-announced that Margot Robbie is actually going to be Harley Quinn,
I don't know if that
right?
was true because James Gunn didn't say it.
Wait,
I-
is it only James gonna be going off of?
Him or Peter Safran. He said that before. Like, if it didn't come from us, take it
He
with a grain
sure
of salt.
did. But like, I know we talked about it, but it kind of reaches like
You might be right.
about how much. Like, my thing is this, and this is where, do you need like outside of a movie being announced and saying that the movie is coming out? Do you need the casting news, the secret casting news?
No, I mean I think that's what I said. We talked about this before on one of the pod, like one of the
We
other
might have
episodes.
talked about it when the Superman news got
But
announced.
I'm like, that's really that's really what takes the lackluster. Like I feel like the industry, you know, just industry in itself, don't realize like how it was before the internet. You know what I'm saying? And how they had successful box office movies because of the suspense of waiting to see this movie. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what I'm saying. I feel like now they're utilizing. I just feel like they're utilizing. We don't need the BTSs. I actually feel like if you want to get people, because we already know IMDb and people can look up and see who's going to be added to a show. So if you want to announce people that's going to be in the movie, fine. But showing us by
on-set pictures.
It's the.
But do you think that's because they don't have DVDs like that no more? Because all that used to be on the DVD.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Like I honestly feel like it should still go that same way. Like that's just more content for the movie after the movie's out. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think movies need?
And they do that. Like you know what I'm saying?
Do you think movies need more protection because don't most of those photos come out from third party? Like people just, oh shit, they shooting downtown. Let me go down there and see. And stuff
sometimes
like that.
it gets leaked, quote unquote.
Which
when
is still the same thing because paparazzi. Paparazzi been doing that forever.
Yeah.
Like you gonna get those. You never gonna stop those. But sometimes the leak will be, oh man, this was leaked. We don't know who said it. When it's really the studio that slid this to somebody and said, hey, drop this at the perfect time.
And I mean, I think even in the same sense, even for the actors and actresses on the thing, like because we live in this world now where you have to maintain this kind of like sustainability online. Yeah, they're gonna show they behind the scenes because it's like it's something to show throughout the time. Whereas like if you were able to, if the world moved in a way where you didn't have to show what you were doing right now, then you could literally, like, even as an actor or actress, you just show behind the scenes of any movies you've been a part of, but you don't show the movie that you're in, you know what I'm saying, until the movie, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, that's how you would keep the element, but because people want to keep the hype going, it's like, we're going to keep showing what's happening right now.
But
even
you know if you did show pics, like, let's say it's random set pictures, because that still doesn't give the full scope, because even like it's like to what Bo said, Ryan Reynolds dropped those Deadpool pics. But even still, people been like, I don't know exactly what this means, or I see this in the background, it's just getting talked. It's the multiple trailers, I think, is the thing that they need to work on.
Yeah, the multiple trailer thing that's really what needs to stop.
You can get,
but I feel like the news circuit hasn't been fueled by the trailers. Like I get what you said on the trailers, but all the leaks have been photos. Hey, we heard this rumor, and not from a trailer, not fueled from a trailer.
I'll give you that, but that all that you're gonna always get that.
Yeah,
because even to the point, if you stop the studios and the actors dropping whatever, somebody, like you said, somebody's gonna be in a city and be like, hey, that look like fucking Spider-Man.
I mean,
down there.
and I think, like I said, I feel like we don't realize that it wasn't a time where this wasn't going on.
Right.
This was just in probably magazines. This would be like the National Enquirer. They'd be like, we spotted what's the name here. Feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't see it. So like I said, now that we're in a world where everything is so right in front of us, like it's really the thing. The fact too, like I feel like the industry and everything is really has to fight against paparazzi and all them because, for one, we got drones and like it's so much easier to get these shots.
Right.
That you in a sense got to defend yourself because it'd be that one leak photo come out, the whole world's ripping it to fucking shreds. I mean, luckily we got the leak for Sonic. I'm gonna be like in some ways it works. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was their first official trailer.
Was it the trailer? I thought we had got the picture first.
Nah, that was
For
the
Sonic. I thought we had got ugly face.
we got the teaser. So that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
A teaser trailer makes sense.
that was the actual
give a
teaser trailer, and we saw
and
ugly
then
Sonic, and niggas
however long later, then you give your official trailer, and that's your full length trailer.
Yeah.
Those two make sense, but it's like nowadays places will give you a teaser,
So-
a teaser to the teaser.
Yeah.
This is a red band trailer.
Yeah.
Like 2-3
But
red
see,
band
I
trailers.
guess those. I'm not because it's like I think. Yeah, I remember we talked about this because of the Channing Tatum news. That's what we talked about.
Oh, okay.
Where
Oh,
Channing
yeah.
Tatum he's
And
confirmed to
they
be
said, he
in
confirmed
Deadpool
now.
with comic book accurate costume and everything. But it's just like. Even like one, I don't want Channing Tatum to be Gambit at all, right?
Wow.
But I don't trust his acting. But nonetheless, that would have been still a bit of like, oh, haha, that moment for me. Even though I don't want him because I know it's not going to be a serious role, and I know that Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool is going to joke on it, right?
Yeah.
But that would have been a moment for me, and now it's like, well, I already know what they're gonna do.
And that's what it was too. Because we talked about this too when we were talking about the Batman. When we were talking about how not the Batman but the Flash, like how everything, how they announced everything. So it's like, but I mean, you are my example. You are the example. Because like even the fact that like without you, for one, you've already hated the fact that the idea of it anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
So then it gets announced. So you are immediately just like, bro, y'all just making a big fucking mistake. Mm-hmm. So you already in this mentality. So even when you see it, it's not gonna be like, oh damn, he actually did pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like you've already been like confirmed. It's already been in your head. So it's like, bro, I'm ready to see this nigga be shitty and move on. You know what I'm saying? Like you've already been like, if they gonna make fun of it already, because like you already put a story in your head.
I did already put a story in my head on it.
Because of that announcement. You know what I'm saying? Like without it, even if you were saying like, even without the announcement, it's always already been a thing.
Yeah.
And that's why you was like, but you just never know if anybody actually would do it. So then if we'd have saw it, then you'd had a very honest moment to be like, damn, I was actually wrong. He did, or you could have like, I knew that nigga. Yeah, I knew he was gonna be trash.
But I feel like that could still happen, because yes, being announced and maybe
you gotta dig out of a deeper hole though. It's not a completely blank slate.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
But are y'all excited that Margot Robbie is keeping the Harley Quinn mantle?
I don't care. I mean, I can't picture anybody else who would do a better Harley Quinn. I mean, I guess how many more Harley Quinn, like, how much longer are they going to use her?
Well,
like,
like
is she getting a movie or like, you know what I'm saying?
We don't know.
This
We don't
is
know
the
the
start.
plan.
I gotta assume that means she's gonna be in the Bratman. I think it's gonna be Brave and the Bold.
But here's the thing, because they announced that Gal Gadot is still Wonder Woman.
But then it got debunked, and then
it got debunked. I don't know. It's not a continuation. It's a reboot.
So I don't know where exactly it stands. So Gal
What up,
Gadot
AJ?
herself has been saying that she's going to be it. Then I think it was, I want to say Variety.
Yeah, Variety. That's what I saw. That's the only reason why. Once I saw Variety, said that's it's got to be true.
Well, so Variety, they're just going off the words that she's been saying. Then it might have been, if it wasn't Variety, it might have been Hollywood Reporter. Somebody basically said they talked to an exec at the DCU who said that she's not going to be like that. That was fake.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's just. I think that's why James Gunn sort of was like, hey, if I didn't say it, because people are going to always spin whatever. Who knows? I'm more liable to believe Gal Gadot saying it herself, but then again,
you know what, James?
But also, like, I mean, I agree with that statement of James Gunn and them saying, like, nigga, if it ain't coming for, because it's like they are the one fighting this hard for us. So, bro, don't let none of that hype shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why don't they just do something very simple and create like this is the DCU site.
Well,
and
you
then
gotta
whatever's here is official. So anything else you hear, if you don't see it on here, is not official yet.
That's essentially what he's doing with his Twitter, though. Well, social media in general.
Yeah.
He's saying if you haven't seen me tweet it, and you know the world's gonna retweet and.
Yeah, but with a tweet, some people are like I don't want to go through all that. But if you have like a central hub or website that's right there,
who really want to go through? Those people are on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
True, you're right.
That's what I think. Twitter might be the best, and it's either way. I feel like he's sort of doing that, but it's never going to stop the. Well, he just ain't said it yet.
And that's why that's the problem. Like what we're seeing that's really the over like the over amount is the actual just rumor mill.
Yeah,
Right.
Like
To
the
what
rumor mill. Like
AJ said, that could very well be true. He was saying that his prediction is that Gal is not going to be Wonder Woman. She's sort of trying to speak it into existence.
But
The Rock, that's essentially what The Rock did.
But that's what the
It's
rumor
not
mill.
working, though.
But that's what the rumor mill is. Like I said, and that's what I said. That's what I'm saying. Like this has always been here. It's been in other paper format.
Well,
You know
what
what
it
I'm saying?
was is people always are getting rumors, stuff like
True,
this.
true.
It was we were talking about it us three. We weren't broadcasting our conversation to us three.
Because everybody
now
uses that-
everybody chiming in.
Because everybody uses some kind of form of like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I can get real actual news, or I done build them like, because all you gotta do is break some good news,
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And after a while, you can be like, all right, I'm just gonna throw some shit out and see what happens.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
people gonna mash it out.
Because you do want to get ahead of it.
Yeah,
If you say,
And but that's sort of the issue now to what you were saying about
Yeah.
things getting out of hand is that everybody wants to be first.
Yeah.
They don't want to be right. And of course, that's a cliche by
Yeah.
now. Everybody keeps saying it, but it's because it's true. Cliches work for a reason.
Yeah.
Because it happens so much.
So going back to Margot Robbie, would y'all want it to be a reboot, or would y'all want it to be a continuation? Because
what has Margot Robbie done that I would need a reboot of her?
But either
Harley
way,
Quinn, the Harley Quinn storyline.
all of that, if you're going to start a new universe, it needs to be a hard cutoff of everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm assuming that even if she's gonna be still Harley Quinn, like I said, like this new storyline would just be like that's what I said. I think the scariest thing about it, even if she is staying, is she's a different kind of Harley Quinn, because that was a different kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
can she really portray a different kind of Harley Quinn? Because it's like,
But what type of Harley Quinn would it be? I guess that's the one thing that
Like, I feel like Margot-
I feel like we can't even figure it out yet until we see the tone of this.
We don't
new,
even know.
of this
so
universe.
that's what I
think
said. But
this
I mean,
is a
what
good-
you're doing though is pretty much like that's what I said. What we're doing is how you. Because like I said, like once we get the tone, then you gonna start getting niggas like, oh, we might get to this Harley Quinn. Like you gonna have the rumors like, comic accurate Harley Quinn from this story or whatever's gonna be in the story. Like,
Did you feel that the Harley Quinn that we got with Margot Robbie been comic accurate, or do you think it was
I feel
a
like
big
she was
train?
more I feel like she was a kind of a blend. Like I feel like from her attire and her attitude, she was more of a blend. She really feels to me more like how the HBO show was.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's what I feel like. I feel like they did retcon,
But I also feel
and
like-
changed a lot of Harley Quinn because.
But I
even-
also feel like Harley Quinn has a series of her own.
well, so
that
that's
I
the
don't
thing.
know if that
If you
know
go
what I'm
based
saying?
off of animated series and then you go based off of HBO and now
But
Harley
I was saying,
Quinn,
even I think
they-
even
they-
in the comic, I don't follow Harley Quinn's comic run,
yeah.
but I think even in the comics, because
They're following more now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say obviously like her relationship with Poison Ivy,
Yeah,
all of that is
it's all now,
It's
right
all
now.
in the comics too now. So I don't follow.
So
enough
pretty
to know
much
what
it's,
came first.
So pretty much it's Batman animated series. This is really just a sidekick here, not really a mainstay.
Right.
Versus now where she is, even though she's a sidekick to Joker, she really is a heavy mainstay. Like probably this. Matter of fact, the best way to put it is it's pretty much Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson, right?
Right.
So it's like nobody really knew that Dick Grayson was going to be this big star when he first became just Robin.
Oh yeah, I know.
Right,
Too,
and
yeah.
now it's like, oh shit, he's one of the top heroes in all of DC. You know what I'm saying? Where Margot Robbie, she's an anti-hero, but like she's more like now it's like, oh shit, Harley Quinn is actually like Joker, Harley Quinn. Like it's a good, you know what I'm saying? It's up there.
Bode and AJ say reboot everything.
Reboot.
Hard stop everything.
I mean, that's why I said like you just really like because for one we not gonna get a young Harley Quinn. It's gonna be like I said.
Well, we can't.
Like the good thing he
where
already
Batman's
said.
going to be at Joker always got to be fully
he
established.
said like he said, I thought he said already too. Like there really isn't any origin stories. Like everybody's gonna be established.
He actually just said again recently that Superman for sure is not an origin story.
So everybody, so that's what I said. You can still use her, and as I said, and that's what I'm saying. I guess what makes sense is like if you're gonna have Joker in this new timeline, it's really based off the Joker. I think what people didn't realize is that even though that's why I like that's why Harley I think to me fit because no one really liked Joker. So Harley became more of her own character, and her character actually fit the character that we watched the cartoons, you know what I'm saying, of her now, where that Joker was never a Joker. Like, we've never seen the Suicide Squad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's no relevance to that that team
also,
up combo was like, you've never seen that team up combo.
And then also Harley, she provided the slapstick comedy for the most part. Like, you got to think Joker, his comedy was more twisted, like fucking with Batman, where Harley Quinn is the pointy, obvious comedy. That's how she was set up.
Which I also kind of wonder if
then she became now oh shit, she is actually like her wisecracking is up there with Spider-Man, up there with like fucking Iron Man in the MCU. Like her quips and her like she is a top clapback. Like with Deadpool, like she is up there now with those wisecracks. And you know, Joker is not known for that. You know, he's just more like, yo, this guy is just a maniacal, deranged, crazy nigga.
I mean,
he may say some funny shit, but it's not intentionally funny. You know what I'm saying?
I would say this because this actually, when I think about it now, and because I remember I actually always said that the Jared Leto, I'm actually a fan of the Joker. That Joker, like I didn't think he was that bad. I didn't think he didn't get a lot of screen. I didn't think he didn't give enough screen time for it. You know what I'm saying?
That should have
but
been blast.
when I say this though. If you think about that Joker with that Harley Quinn and like Suicide Squad and all that, and you think about the Joker and Harley Quinn on the HBO show, would you say that the Jared Leto Joker kind of fits more of that Joker from the HBO?
No.
At all.
Not at all.
No.
You don't. I felt because
the Harley Quinn show Joker reminds me of the OG Joker, but if you just said, but you can be a little bit goofy.
I feel like
I don't even think he was really that. I feel like he was really
he
more
was
like.
sure.
I mean, he was goofy, but he was really more like.
Bro, he was a dad on one episode.
That's what I'm saying.
That episode, don't forget, then the episode when he found out Batman was Bruce Wayne,
Right, yeah.
bro didn't care about nothing else but his damn electric
so
car.
Like, so imagine it's like somebody told Mark Hamill, like, yeah, you can still be Joker,
but you can
let loose, man. Let loose a little bit.
Show some character.
Yeah, no, I take that back. Because that's the Jared Leto was still trying to be deranged, but cause I always try to look at the fact that he was really more like I look at, and that's what you said because the original Joker, like the Joker in the Harley Quinn is like the original Joker, so I look at him as the gangster Joker.
Yeah.
But it's like, and that's what they were trying to do with Jared Leto's Joker, but he was still being actually the deranged
He was supposed
gangster
to be
Joker.
like, what I guess they considered the new age gangster.
Bro,
I don't know.
Did you see that bro said that out of all the things he said he regrets that he put the damage tattoo on him. That's the only thing he regret from that Joker portrayal. I said, out of all the things that was wrong with this Joker, the only thing that you are upset is like, I should have put the damage on this
but that's what it was. The damage is what killed this character. Cause like you were acting like a damaged, like bro, you like Joker ain't sad, ain't feeling bad for himself, nigga.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying.
Before we move on, I want to talk about this because I hate when comics do this.
What?
I just pulled up Bo's his comment saying that Harley was one of those characters that became so popular that they had to make her a good guy.
Oh, they do.
You can let a popular person stay a villain.
No.
Yes, you can.
Because the run don't last long. Because you just a pop up.
No, let me tell you why you can. Because it was actually I just heard somebody they was talking about the MCU films and they was breaking down what an antagonist really is. It's someone who breaks up the status quo, or not the status quo. Who the person who tries to stop the protagonist from achieving their goal. In comic book movies, what makes these villains so popular is they're the ones who are always trying to achieve a goal. They're the person who's always trying. They're essentially the protagonist of the story. Every hero is the antagonist because they're trying to stop the protagonist from achieving their goal. Granted, it's an evil goal, but it's a goal. And think about all the villains in the MCU that you fuck with. You fuck with Killmonger. You fuck with Thanos. You fuck with Loki.
I fuck with that?
Yes.
But can you have somebody who's just pure evil?
He picked the fuck out of Hulk, bro. I was really salty about this nigga,
So
bro.
here's the thing.
Like, he took out one of my homies, nigga.
Wait,
like,
here's the thing.
you can't just respectfully,
But
like,
you can.
I can't respectfully switch
No,
sides,
talk about
nigga.
that. What I'm saying
You
is-
turned my nigga into a bitch, bro. I don't
But
really.
you still-
No, but what I'm saying.
But you was like, I like
But
this
what I'm saying,
character.
He wanted to have
we just
niggas,
talked
bro.
about the Joker. The Joker ain't never had a good bone in his body.
I fuck with the Joker, though.
And he's
That's
pure
my
evil.
point.
And so
But you can't. But they've had a Joker comic book run, bro. That shit is like it just be like it ain't nothing that you can just like.
They don't gotta be a mainstay. That's what I'm saying. You don't gotta give them their own property.
you don't have
Just
to
let them
have
continue
them-
to be the
But
bad
that's
guy.
how they be it. Like that's why they go hero because you want to extend the run. Because if you be a bad guy, you only gonna have limited runs.
That's not true. You can think about how many times Doom shows back up, how many times Joker shows
But
back up.
it's showing back up. I'm talking about a run. Now you just got adventures, nigga.
So what he's saying is he wants them to have the solo. But here's
You
the
can
thing.
go on and you can tell the
definitely can.
story. Which Batman story when they was essentially telling the story of them trying to break out from Arkham and Batman was coming?
Was it a Assault on Arkham?
It might have been.
I mean, like
that was told from the villain perspective.
and that's what I was gonna say. Like the only way that you could.
Now I want to ask a question. Can we keep going? I got a question.
I was gonna say like the only way that you can actually like do that would be like you said, like you make a comic that literally is just from the villain. Even if they get even if it was Joker and Batman, when Batman put this nigga back in jail, the comic just this next chapter is how he got back out of jail. So like he called Harley, get me out. Like it's literally from because then even from an aspect you gonna see Joker talking to other inmates. So now you understand about how they setting up deals and how they get together. So that'd be the only way that you can be like, nigga, we going because now you get a look at the criminal underworld. So it's like why, like you would be if you were doing it for Joker, you would be like, now you know why everybody's scared of Joker. Why niggas really don't like because you're seeing how he acts with everybody. You know
so now I got a question because I kind of see what he says. So when you watch a story in general, right? At some point you need to root for somebody, right?
Right.
So. Granted, like you said, the antagonist, protagonist, right? So if you only have just an antagonist story, right, and there's no protagonist, would you watch it? So let's say Frieza's reign of taking over the Saiyans, right? Nobody's stopping him, no protagonist to root for. You're just seeing Frieza taking over multiple planets and enslaving people, and then it ends like I said. The finale is him blowing up the.
I feel bad about myself.
Blowing up Planet
now
Vegeta.
That's like now I just watch a bum fight 24/7, bro. Like no,
that's why I get what you're saying.
No, bro. My heart was hurt. My heart was hurt that he was describing it, nigga. My heart was in my chest, like dog.
Fucked me up because I was really trying to think about it, and out of nowhere I hear him. I feel bad about myself.
Dog, my heart, like, cause I'm imagining this nigga just tear, like I gotta watch, cause I'm gonna be like, when does it stop? Who's gonna stop him?
It ends with the biggest niggas that you like, yo, okay, and then it's like, and that's the end of the movie. That's the highlight of the movie.
That's
and Frieza wins.
All right, so would
you watch that?
Let me preface this. In every story,
that sounds like trauma.
Listen, I'm coming at this knowing what the Endgame was for Frieza.
Yeah.
So, in every story, even if it ends in a loss, I think those are interesting because you still see the attempts at trying to win.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said that's a trauma. Cause that's what I'm saying. Cause I feel like I'd be so many emotions. I'm like, all right, now we might get this one.
So
who you root for then to win?
Essentially, you end up rooting for the person who's on each planet that Frieza is conquering. You know it. You know. Because remember, you basically.
That's why I said it becomes trauma. Because when you end,
but is that something that you would watch?
So
you would. The problem of it is you be stuck into it, and when the end and you realize like he still won, you like, what did I just watch?
Because the feeling you're describing is Endgame. Not Endgame. I'm sorry, Infinity War.
But we had people that we was emotionally that we wanted to win.
But that's the thing. Through that each planet, you're going to find somebody. And each time that he's fighting, you go, oh, this might be the person. Because you also going off the knowledge. You also going off the knowledge that we know how the Endgame is for Frieza. We know he's gonna end up taking the planet. But if you're just watching it, you're gonna be like, damn, he might be the person that stopped him this time.
So wait, hold on. I side with Bacardi. You know why? This is solely why I didn't like Goblin Slayer. I didn't give a fuck about the heroes. I just wanted to see the fucking goblins get slaughtered. And I said, this is a horrible story. I need somebody to latch onto. And I was like, I don't give a fuck about these people. I just want to see the goblin. Right? So if the main story was a villain, so let's say Joker, right? And let's say take his run. Let's say his ending is not of him like with Batman. His ending is him corrupting Harley Quinn.
You gonna stop disrespecting the fuck out of Goblin Slayer too, bro. We gonna really fight.
But
I swear we gonna fight, dog.
So let's say Joker's reign, it starts from him falling in the vat. Like that's the start of the movie. He falls in the vat, he turns to the Joker, and he's terrorizing Gotham and everything like that. You see him manipulating Harley Quinn, and in the end, it's him manipulating Harley Quinn and coming out. There's no justification to his story. I'm like, I just feel like I would not want to watch a story where I'm watching a villain's reign and I have nobody to root for. I'm just a witness to the reign and seeing his comeuppance. I would not want to watch that story.
What I was gonna separate too is like the difference too is like in your question you didn't give an actual you did because you had a Frieza story.
Yeah.
So in the Frieza, like you said, we know that.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if you we just saying an original movie, you don't know the characters, you don't know nothing. So you just saying this nigga.
That did hurt.
Yeah,
that did hurt the question because I'm thinking like, damn, we know people fall back against Frieza.
My thing was I thought about both ways. Like I said, you know the end game of Frieza. So in my mind I can look at that because I know the end game of Frieza.
Right, you know what's coming.
And like I'm just seeing the first chapter. Like I watched the second movie and I know she's gonna get her. You know
and I think that sort of was losing my mind with that.
Yeah.
But
But
at
if
the
it's-
same time, I'm thinking about like I don't know the
Yeah,
character.
but somebody you
so
don't
that's
know.
why I was like, when I really was like kind of like, I'm just not. And now this is an image, this figure, this destroying worlds. And people crying and death and destruction, and I don't know who. So that means even when somebody be like, "We gonna stop you," I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. Can he do it?
So
I don't know.
But see, so the thing is, but in that case, then the trailer gotta sell you like, bro, it's gonna be this epic fight. Cause the good
But
and
you know
bad,
it's gonna be
And
epic.
it-
but so
but
you
it was
know
so
that's
bad.
the guy. But see, that's the thing. There's multiple. Basically, y'all,
Like,
it's in the original
that's
story.
the trauma though.
But it's not.
Because the trailer gonna sell you
You-
everybody. The trailer
but
gonna show you the
yeah.
fights, and you gonna realize that when you watch it, like these niggas didn't
But
win.
see, so that's why the question gotta be, would you watch it again? Because you're not gonna know that till the first time you watch it.
But like,
That's
that's
why-
serious.
That's why I said it's trauma, nigga.
But what if that's
you
the
gonna watch
series?
it and be
Oh,
at
so
the end.
you going serious? So I was
No, I'm saying, but like, what's that? Okay, let's say you watch the one, and you're like, okay, this nigga won. He clearly got to get his comeuppance on the second one.
Oh, so you
and
watch
the
the
second
second
one,
movie,
and
and
then
he
it's the
just
same
keeps-
thing, just more. And
So
so
no,
you realize
you
that
get- you
the
get
story, the story is just
So
the
a
villain
situation
winning.
like that, you get me two movies. Because what you just said. The first movie, I'm going in blind. The trailer done sold me this fight. The second movie, I am gonna be like, bro, this gotta be the comeuppance. And so if it don't happen that movie, I'm not watching the third
No, bro, I'm
one.
just can you imagine the quietness of a theater that you just watching that last fight knowing
Bro,
like
the
this is the
second-
win
the
and
second
this nigga
one is
really
the-
killed dude
The
and walk
second
off?
movie is the worst of that though, because like I said, the first movie.
Hold on, now I gotta see what
People don't watch-
what
people
movies
don't
where the
watch-
villain wins.
That's what I'm saying. Like people don't watch Infinity
And
War
that's
now.
it.
So now they think like a villain can win a movie and then they come back in the second
And that's
movie.
but
and
that's
win.
how I said that's how they get you because that's what I'm saying. Like we live in a world like that now that if a movie that's why I said it would still wouldn't work with a movie. Like only way.
Goblin snore.
Hey, yo, keep that shit. Keep
Goblin
that.
snore.
You could have said something. That wasn't even good. That wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't good.
That was
But-
hilarious.
That was not. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, but it's the thing. If the movie is just watching the villain win,
But that's why I said
and
you get two
and
movies
there's
out
no
of it.
That's what I said, but
justification
that's the
on
problem
one-
of it is like because we live in a world now, especially like of trilogies and shit like that, that if someone just did that movie,
You might get three.
like if someone just did that movie,
'Cause
then
they-
everybody gonna be like,
Oh, he's either gonna
you
lose
got
in
it
the
doing it.
second
You must
and-
be doing the second movie. So it's like you would have to literally be like, no, that's it. He won.
he won.
But that's why I think you get two.
And I
Because-
guarantee you what's crazy, if you did that, if one nigga did that, it would be so many fan-made part twos after that, like where it's like, no nigga,
But no.
it is not done here.
That's why,
Like,
that's why I think you get two because then you selling the shit out of two because people are like I gotta see him get hit.
But then what if he win again?
Then that's when
but
third
you
not
gotta,
happening.
no,
That's what I
the
said.
thing
Third
about
not
it,
happening.
the thing about it is,
Because what if that's
You
the,
got-
the main? What
Like,
if that's
and
the purpose? This is not a story of winning. This is the villain.
because I mean,
winning every
I
time.
really like what I would,
That's
because like I would,
horrible.
even if you want to make the story simple, even if you want to make the story simple, it's like this nigga actually did, like you can literally have a story where this nigga did some magical demonic shit, whatever. Where it's like you did it in a town where just don't nobody know what the fuck you was on. So like you terrorizing and killing everybody. You like, bro, when's the person that knows about this curse gonna come around and help everybody? And it's
And
like,
so I think that's what MJ is saying. She was saying that you gotta have something to look forward to. But to Deuce's point, you go
that's the trauma.
That's what I'm saying. Because you
It's
gonna
always
have
looking
that
forward
every
to it.
movie, but then you just get your heart ripped out at the end.
So is that good or bad? Because
I mean, I feel like
because now it's something that is something.
But
if
you only get
do
it-
that,
you only
that's
get it
something
once.
That nobody expects.
You only
Me
get
too.
it. I mean, I'm saying like in
Me
the
too.
world of cinematography, whoever does it,
Oh, yeah, no,
like, and I
nobody
better
else.
get my motherfucking money, nigga. Whoever do this shit, whoever does it, you only get one time at it. Like you only get one time at it.
That is
You
true.
know what I'm saying?
Because you're not once the first person does it where the villain wins twice in a row
Yeah.
and they rip your heart out even
Because
worse.
to Dish's point, you can't get two. You get the one where you shock the world. Everybody's like,
Yeah,
what the
it's a
fuck?
shocker.
And
Yeah.
then the second one, you're like, okay. And you're like, all right, look, I know that the second one they're going to get their comeuppance. And then when it doesn't happen the second time, you can't. Now you're done. Now you lost.
Not because
everybody-
the
But-
third
but-
time you
and
waiting for
but that's what I'm saying, like-
somebody to say like, "Hey, bro, the ending was better this time."
Because
You
as I'm
waiting
saying,
for
like
something.
the second one gonna really take you for a loop because it's like, because I mean, even if you did the city of like showing the nigga at the
Yeah.
end of the first one, like that's the real, like, oh, that's the real hero. He
Like,
gonna be
bro.
the next movie, and then you realize he the first nigga to die.
Because imagine how heartbroken you would have been if in Endgame after Tony said I am Iron Man and he snapped and then that didn't do shit and then all you see is fucking Thanos packing out fucking everybody else, and then we lose again.
That's the quietest in the theater. Like,
and we
dog,
lose again,
bro.
Like he said, I am Iron Man. He snapped. And
I want y'all to visually picture that. I want you to visually.
I am Iron Man. He snapped,
Yes.
and they don't light up. They just stay there.
And then you see, and then he do the black and he like, it didn't work, and then you just see Thanos beating our heroes' ass.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Bro,
I need you.
you
have to visually remember. You have to visually put that in your mind and realize that's what we talking about. That's what that feels like. Because that quietness of the snap, and you ready to cheer or do something, and you realize nothing happens, and you just see Thanos get this moment and be like, "What the fuck?" Like,
and it goes back to exactly what you said, because that first one, it was so quiet because we lost. So when Endgame came, we just knew we was gonna win, and if we would have lost again,
that's what I said. You get two. You get 2 movies out of that.
And even in the sense of you saying that, because in truth, it is that. Like, Infinity War Endgame was that. Like, we saw the run through, because niggas was devastated by Infinity. Niggas was really like, bro, he packing niggas
who was
up.
That? I forgot what comedian it was who said that their son was like, hey.
Kev.
Was it Kev? Okay. He was like, his son was
Kev
like.
said his son looked at him and was like, nigga, what do you want me to do?
He looked at him like,
There's nothing that I can do.
Packing everybody up. I mean, like I said, niggas be trying to say like Thanos is not my fucking favorite. He packed the biggest niggas up in the beginning. No, I was like, this nigga's a minute to get him out of here. Like,
we got one thing we don't talk about. Shout out to all the theaters in the world for Infinity War and the solidarity. Because every theater, soon as Infinity War and the snap happened, they turned the lights on and they turned it off. Everybody had that experience. Everybody that you talk to about Infinity War was like, yo, what? Like, yeah, when the snap happened, it's just the light came on.
They knew they basically obviously
there was no,
that's when you know there's gonna be no end credit scene.
Yeah, there was no. I mean, like there was no like.
Fam, I don't even. And I mean, I guess because in a sense you really are kind of like stunned in that moment,
bro. That was
like, you really don't.
Everybody in the world had the same experience with Infinity War, and that is crazy because
I remember.
But I mean, that's what I said. But that's what that's what I said. Like, you can like. That's what I said. Like, for somebody who don't know comics, they had that experience. Then that's what Kev's son is.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know that word at all, then you really like, bro, who is this nigga killing everybody? Like, who is this purple nigga?
A lot of people at the end of Infinity War, my guy, because like you said, the lights came on right away, and he was like, so I got him. Obviously, no, I ain't gonna be no. He was like, hey, no, we gotta wait for the scene. And I'm like, bro, it's over.
It's over.
Like, what you think the scene?
What you think? You think like, yeah, like over. Nigga, they disappeared. Ain't nobody coming. Who you think gonna be in the scene,
bro?
Nigga.
And see, and that's the thing. It's like, bro. When you again, that's what I said. It happened, and then we all just felt like, yo. So if that happened twice in two movies,
you coming out the second one devastating.
And actually, what you said, and like how he has to be 2 movies. That literally is the setup because Infinity War was literally like a slaughter.
It was
like when you watch it, you really. By the time you was done with Infinity, you was really sad as a person.
Because
like,
we threw everything at that nigga.
Because that's what I'm saying.
We had.
Remember what I said? If you watching somebody decimate everybody, you gonna start feeling bad about yourself. Like, why am I watching this?
Bro,
and I felt that way watching Infinity War. Like, why am I watching this man do this to all of my heroes?
Bro, think about it this way.
Like, why am I giving him the same?
From the start of Infinity War, that nigga beat the shit out of Hulk
and
killed Loki.
And that was trash.
And that was Loki, right? Then came to the city with his squad. Fucked up Doctor Strange, fucked up fucking
After
Iron
like
Man,
a 6-year run of movies already, so you like, these niggas the coldest niggas in the world,
Spider-Man,
bro.
Spider-Man left his field trip to try to help out, pack that shit out. So then they was like, all right, we going to Wakanda. They had the field up. The niggas came, they broke down the field. We was like, we good, we got the Wakanda niggas. They ran. We saw Captain America and T'Challa
for every black person in the world. When they hit Wakanda, you definitely knew this shit was a rap. Bro, because I felt in my heart, like it was Hulk and Wakanda.
But wait,
I was like, bro, you coming to Wakanda?
Let me finish this because here's the thing. So we thought we was good there, right? Then we was like, damn, they getting their ass beat, right? And then Thor came down, and we was like, oh,
I ain't gonna lie. I knew. So going into the movie, everybody knew it was gonna be a part 2. So a bunch of people was already like, hey, bro, this ain't gonna end this ain't gonna end well. So you thinking, you going into this ain't gonna end well. But when Thor dropped, I was like, niggas live.
Yeah. And that's why I was saying, like, that's the shit. Because it was still great fashion because it was Thor being Thor. Like, we could have won this nigga. We could have won this nigga. Like,
here's the thing. When he did it, we were so excited that he
just had him.
That he had
like,
him.
I had him.
Yes, but then when he said the line, I felt like everybody in their head said, shit.
Yeah, you definitely did.
Should have went for the motherfucker.
And that's what I said. Like, to do it in the original setting, we haven't had it yet. Like Infinity War and Endgame.
Oh man,
and that setup is the perfect. Like, if you, because I mean, like I said, for us knowing the like to do it for like a new movie and you don't know these characters, would be like, wow, like bro, what the fuck is going on in the first movie? You know what I'm saying? Like,
especially if you build up the heroes through most of them. Like you obviously gonna show the rise of the villain.
Yeah.
But you building up these heroes and stopping everything, and you just basically waiting for the end to be this when they come head to head.
Yeah.
And then you showing that head to head that, oh, the heroes lost.
Yeah.
And then not only you come back the next film where it's like they trying to rebuild themselves bigger and stronger.
Well, not even that. They was depressed. Them niggas was.
They were. They were.
And that's what I'm saying. But I mean, like, even what you said, though, because you got to do the second movie bigger and better. Like, nigga, you got to think all the shit of Endgame, everything that happened in Endgame, and you still lose.
You gotta think.
Dog, I'm gonna kill myself.
You gotta think. They brought everybody back. Nigga, you got the on your
It's just one purple nigga in the lip, and they still win.
You
bro.
get the
America got Monier, bro.
You get Scarlet Witch cell. You remember who I am?
Like the nigga said, like Thanos had his line, like, all that shit brought you back to me. He could, if he would have won that, he would have been like, I told you. I told you. You know what I'm saying? Now look at you.
Nigga, look at you.
Yeah, now look at you. You know what I'm saying? Now look at you. And we'd have been in the theater like, look at us. Look at us. I thought we had this. I thought we had this.
That's tragic.
Oh, dog.
That is so tragic.
Like, the intensity of that movie, bro. And as I say, like, you, like,
people would leave that film being
look,
like, hey, what happened?
It would get the worst scores in the world. It would be the worst movie ever. It would be the worst
You're not
movie.
rated it high?
It'd be the worst movie ever. It'd be a dark group of niggas who's gonna be steady fighting to get that bitch up.
I ain't
Like,
gonna hold you. If it ripped my heart out like that and it's really good,
Oh shit.
it might get like
Dog.
an 8.
That'd be a
Bro.
It might get like an 8.
That'd be
Everything,
You ain't
bro.
never seen that.
But I don't,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
You gotta think if you just had every encounter, he still, because you gotta think all it is you gotta win every encounter still.
Yeah.
So when Captain America Thor ran up on him, he beat their ass. When Wanda come up and be
you
like,
got-
and
you
he like,
got
I don't even know who you are, he still beat your ass. Like
you can have everything in the movie go exactly the way it did.
But that last
up
part.
until the end when Tony snapped and nothing happened.
If that snap don't work,
and that's all you need.
Yeah, that would be that's really the
That's really all you need.
Because that's
Everything
really the same. That's the same moment of the same energy as as Infinity War. So it's like you do, and like you said, you just made it bigger though. We gonna top it off. We gonna bring everybody back. You gonna think we snapped? You know what I'm saying? Did all this shit, and the snap coming is like, no, because the snap. If the snap came, then they wouldn't have came back. So
you gotta Tony snap.
Tony snap.
At the very end.
I'm talking about Tony snap, not the snap.
Not Hulk snap.
Not Hulk snap. Tony snap at the end when he died. If he would have, because remember that was pretty much the end.
Because remember,
that was the
Thanos
end.
was about to snap again. Remember, he had it.
He
and
had it.
He
He's
thought
about to.
thought he had it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was like, I am inevitable.
Yeah. So
and nothing happened.
Yeah. So if Tony would have snapped and nothing happened, and then
But
Thanos
you
would've
couldn't do a
passed him
snap
out,
again. You can't do 2 snaps from nothing.
I
happened.
didn't say nothing about snap.
No, I'm just saying. I don't know how you. I don't know how you stop it. But either way, just that snap doesn't happen.
Let's say a stone fell out. He didn't notice. He's sitting there. And you see a stone fall. He's like, I am Iron Man. And then he's like, what the fuck happened?
I
And
ain't
you see
rating it high.
Thanos
If that's
up.
the one that happened. If that's the way it happened, I ain't rating it high.
that would be a lame. Like I read his Iron Man just didn't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
Like
yeah.
that would be the more, because I think that was the suspense of it too, because we thought he had it.
Right.
Until this panic saw he didn't have it.
Yeah.
So it would
But you
be.
can also have the I am, and then because remember Thanos has niggas. He gets stabbed in the back.
Everything could
That would have been because that would have been the only way because you couldn't snap.
Yeah.
Right.
So it would be the fact that we would just be like, we would root because we see that Iron Man has
Ooh,
it.
you know what?
And then it'd just be like, nope, nigga, ain't
You
no
know what?
snapping.
You know what's different? If somebody let's say somebody
Or just
came
viciously
in,
cut his arm off.
that was gonna say
Yeah.
somebody came in on the Thor shit, same thing Thor did, but did it to Iron Man.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
different. He ain't the Mad Titan. So somebody would have chopped that arm off. That would have been a game changer.
Because bro, you know how like now we in a real quiet space. Because Tony Stark is on the ground bleeding because his arm's off. Everybody's done. And that's how he gonna snap because everybody gonna have to be all hands on Tony now. Like, bro, this nigga arm off. Like Tony, like, and that's what they love me like. Peace out, niggas. Like, and you really just watch the whole scene go unfold because it's like, bro, they cut Tony Stark arm off,
bro.
Like, bro,
even if it doesn't even have to end with Thanos snapping again, because it could just end with the stones get scattered, whatever happens, or Tony's arm get cuts off. They know they can't do anything, so a bunch of people mad dash and spread off with the stones. You still are heartbroken because you're like, bro, we had it.
We had it.
And now we're in hiding again.
That'd have technically been the fourth time that we had it.
Another great moment that I would have still took as devastation is if they went to the nigga when he's from me, he still beat their ass. Like I told y'all to leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean?
So all right.
So wait, before we get to Bo asked about the what if question where Ultron killed everybody.
I was okay with that because it was a hypothetical.
Yeah.
But I feel like,
and I was okay with that.
I think that's how you soften the blow.
Yeah, you
Like, you know what I'm saying?
You put it in a. It's not
He's already missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already
So
missing.
that's why I was okay with that. But
It's already missing putting another. The same as Deadpool's killing you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But I wanted to. So I got a new hypothetical I was thinking about.
Where's the drinking?
What you looking to drink?
Oh yeah, I did want some more too.
I feel like we done about to wrap up, but I'm like,
I got a new hypothetical I was thinking about, and this is a two, so it's not three situation. Which world would you rather be? Now, let's say you are not a main character in this world. You just have to live in this world.
That means you're in a terrible world.
I'm an
No,
NPC.
it's not that. No, so yeah, you're. It's either.
This the only can?
No, there's
No,
two more cans back there.
It's either the
All
world.
cans.
It's either the world of Sonic or the world of Mario. Now think it. Let's say in the Sonic world, in this one, you would be an animal, so
I'd be a bird or something.
so you'd be impacted by Dr. Robotnik, turning
I could
to
be.
Ray-Bot. Yeah, you
I could be a friend of Sonic.
And then in Mario, you'll be part of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Damn, I can't be in Brooklyn.
Nah, you're part of the Mushroom Kingdom because the reason
that I ain't got nothing to do with Mario.
Nah,
Nigga, I'm all here.
Nah, because the reason of this is because I was thinking about it. I'm like, Dr. Robotnik versus Bowser. Who's the worst? Because
I can't be a henchman. I'd rather be a henchman.
No, that's not the hypothetical.
Why you want to be evil?
If I'm gonna be in that world, like I'd rather let me be the wizard nigga, the wizard
you
Cooper.
are-
You know what I'm
an
saying?
The
animal?
Wizard Cooper?
Yeah,
You
yes,
are
sir.
an animal or you are a person just in my.
Because I mean, all right, so to
Yeah,
be
you're
honest,
just a toad.
so to be
You're just
truthful,
a
I would be a
toad.
toad because the toads talk and move around. Like the birds, the animals are actual animals. Like Sonic and his friends actually talk and have human abilities, but the animals are just fucking
you
animals.
meant like animals?
What, so-
I thought you meant like you gonna have to be because all the Sonic characters are animals. I thought he meant like that.
No, he's talking about the niggas. He's talking about the motherfuckers.
The people who don't fight back.
He's talking about the motherfuckers you saving. When you hit a robot on Sonic and that motherfucking bird come, that's you. Like, thank you, Sonic. Like, no, I ain't gonna be me.
Because it's like
That ain't gonna be me.
Because
I'm gonna be the mushroom nigga in the house doing the card game like Mario 3. Like, pick your cards. Nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But you also have to deal with fucking Cooper trying to enslave you, or you deal with Dr. Robotnik trying to turn you into a robot.
That's what I said. I don't want
Either way it goes, you dealing with it. Who would you rather deal with, Robotnik or Cooper?
I can actually have a regular life with it as a toad. Like I said, I can literally have me a little shop. Mario gonna come down and get some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
you one of the toads that they played like the Olympic Games. You know they had the toads as the refs.
like I'm gonna have a job. Like the birds don't even got no job. Like I'm gonna have me. I can pay. I'll be chill. I get you. I might get kidnapped.
I might. Mario come in clutch.
But I am not an actual
Sonic come
animal.
in clutch too. So wait, you have more faith in Mario or Sonic? Who?
And what, saving me?
Yeah.
I'm going Mario.
Mario. Only because you fucking with my queen, bro. So she tell you to come get me, nigga. I know you on your ass. You're there.
I got more faith in Mario, but I ain't still fully convinced that Bowser a threat. He still golf and play tennis with this nigga. You don't see Sonic out there playing tennis with Robotnik. Like Bowser, this all just a big ass game of hide and seek, bro. I know. Bowser be in that bitch. They be racing together. They be playing golf.
Yeah, you get kidnapped. And that's what I'm saying. You're not getting turned into no robot. You just gonna get kidnapped and terrorized. But you really gonna talk to one of the troopers like, bro, what Cooper on?
Right,
what
that's
Bowser
what I'm
on?
saying.
He like, man,
I
he's
don't know how much of a threat Bowser really
like
is.
fam, like Mario beat that
I get
nigga.
what the movie show.
Mario
But
beat that nigga in tennis.
What if you a Koopa Trooper? So he turned. We see that certain Koopa turns certain Koopa Troopers to skeletons for some reason.
Oh, it did. Now we in different scenarios.
No, I think that's the wizard nigga. That's
The
what I'm saying.
wizard
The
nigga
wizard
do that?
trooper. That's how you recycle Coopers, nigga. Like Mario gotta kill something. Like that's what I said. Sonic ain't got all that kind of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no other Legion. Like
You really ruined the Sonic one when I thought I was gonna be able to be like.
that's what I said. If I can't be Sonic friends, when I realized you was like,
Well, because
this
if you a character,
nigga,
you can fight back.
because I'm really nothing to Sonic. Because this nigga would do an 18
Sonic
robot.
got NPC friends, don't he?
Who?
Sonic got friends who like you just never see them play a game.
No, all the friends that he ever became friends with that actually talked back to him became playable characters.
Oh, well then that makes sense.
And that's why I said if you said I'm gonna be a bird, Sonic can do a fucking 18 fucking hit combo on a whole bunch of robots, free everybody and leave. Like this nigga ain't gonna know me. Like he ain't gonna talk to me personally.
But you gonna get saved. No
and I might get captured again. I'm just waiting on the moment this nigga to come.
You get saved, you fall. Right, scoop you back up.
Yeah, like boy, you thought it was a game. You did. You don't know that. You don't. That's what I'm saying. You don't know how far you get recycled. I might be changed. I'm a bird, bro. I'm a bird. Like
so both of y'all are choosing.
I'm definitely a toad, bro. Toads from every aspect of how you showed me toad life.
You get hobbies.
Yeah, from every aspect that you showed me as toad life.
Mushroom. I'm really basing off the fact I ain't never seen a Sonic tennis. I ain't never seen a Sonic.
Y'all just don't want to have a simple life.
I do.
That ain't no simple life.
As an animal, as a bird, all you gotta do is fly.
No, but as a bird, I'm a real bird. I have no awareness that I'm gonna be captured and be made a robot.
As a quote unquote weird toad nigga or weird turtle, as what Bo said, I can still own a shop like McCarty said. I could be up there doing that. I could be a ref in the Olympics.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of upward mobility.
Like I said, Toad's been out here, nigga. I can be on the adventure with Mario. Nigga, you need me.
Right. I could be the Toad.
Like Dean could be kidnapping Mario. Like, bro, I need a Toad. Like, I'm your guy. I'm your guy, nigga. Let's go get my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now I'm on that bitch with him, Luigi, the princess. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mario too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you not going Sonic, bro.
I'm going Sonic.
You are fool ass.
I got way more faith in Sonic than Mario.
You have a life.
You're gonna faith in Mario.
I got faith in Mario.
I need you to understand that you are not a talking. You are nothing but an animal.
No, they talking. You get the little word thing to say thank you, Sonic.
They say chirp. Do they?
No, it come out saying thank you, Sonic.
Remember, he's still a hedgehog, so animal communication. But if I was captured and I had to choose between Sonic or Mario saving me, I got way more faith in Sonic than Mario.
How do you know that? Because Sonic, like what you have to understand is if you get captured as a robot, as a bird or animal for Robotnik, you are just in the assembly line. You might be in a whole nother continent or another part of the planet, just excavating ground as a robot.
I'm telling you,
like Sonic might not even like the only robots that get free is when Robotnik is on Sonic ass.
No, Sonic.
Because then he starts sending niggas like you know what I'm saying?
Sonic's journey. He goes. That's his whole.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so, and what I'm trying to get you to understand is that you have no conscience of the world around you. So when he go down that street and pop that robot and you free yourself, you like, where the fuck am I at now? And you fly off.
You don't think birds have conscience, bro?
No, they ain't gonna remember where they been at.
Animals have conscience. That's
bro, you've been in a robot darkness for like the last 6 months.
What I'm trying to tell you though is, Bowser is much less of a threat. Sonic don't go golfing and play tennis with Robotnik.
And because
Mario does.
And because I can actually, and because as a toad I can talk. So I can talk to the Koopa while he's trying to grab me. Like, bro, what the fuck is Bowser on? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care about they don't grade me in y'all bitches, nigga. I got shit to do. I got kids. I got a bro. No. Grab another toad, nigga. Grab another toad, bro. Like as a bird that don't know what's going on around, I'm just gonna get caught in the neck and just say, you know, I'm like, no, fam. I want to still be a human being and have a job with family. I need to defend myself out here, fam.
I'll wear the little random hat.
Cause I mean, I'm like, bro, that's what I said. Like, for me, there's just more opportunities in that realm. I can be an evil, like I can get kidnapped by Bowser because I can talk and communicate. Be like, bro, I really just fuck with you. Like I don't got to go back there at all.
Evil toads. I'm about to Google evil toads.
Bro, there's never been an evil toad in this kingdom, bro.
They had to have an evil toad.
No,
before,
bro,
G.
you ain't fought no. Mario ain't never in his life stepped on a toad. That's why I'm starting to believe that there are in what game?
Yeah, which one?
Let me look. Let me see.
I ain't never. To your point, I've never seen. I ain't never seen this evil toad that they showing us. You gonna put it on the screen for the people to see?
Yeah, I gotta log in the stream. If I can find it.
Nah, never mind. We'll put it in post. You gotta come back and watch. But I ain't never seen evil.
Yeah,
toad.
bro. I'm like, like I said, like you ain't. My thing is, you ain't even got no rights as a bird in Sonic, bro. So I don't know, like as an animal, so I don't understand. Like as I'm a toad, I'm under the guardian of the princess, bro.
You know what I realized? So when I was creating this hypothetical, I was like, all right, I wanted to try to find like the PlayStation and Xbox version of the Sonic version of Mario to have variations, and I was like, I realized PlayStations, I probably would be Crash Bandicoot, and I was like, I don't know much about that storyline.
Crash Bandicoot.
I don't know much
to be
about that
truthfully
world.
honest, because I haven't played it.
Xbox is.
I haven't played it since 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 forever. But I mean, you know, they had like the Crash Racing, so they got all these other characters.
Yeah, they do, but
I don't really remember all of those characters they had like in the racing.
I don't know much about that world to put them in a comparison, and
so
I don't know.
You really couldn't.
I mean, Xbox mascot is pretty much Master Chief, but like that's not the fun world of Sonic, Mario.
Because I mean,
I don't think Xbox has one of those, do they? Like the fun world of Sonic, Mario, Crash Bandicoot. Does Xbox have a version of that? Because I know that their mascot is pretty much Master Chief.
That would have been back then. No, yeah, I mean, their mascot really is Master Chief. I'm trying to think of what game that would have been.
You gotta figure by the time Xbox, they weren't, because those are still more.
I know
they would have just got that from a publisher, so it would have still been something like that.
By the time Xbox,
but I would have give you, but I would have still, because I mean, if you wanted to add a third world, I would have gave you, like, I would have just said like that in Zelda, because I mean.
No, but that's Nintendo.
Well, I'm just saying, like, just another third world is like to be.
Well, no, I think he's saying specifically for Xbox, like how PlayStation's. Honestly,
PlayStation actually would have been like Spyro.
I was gonna say I would have put Spyro.
Yeah, Spyro.
On PlayStation.
But I mean, you would have to know Spyro.
I thought so.
So I've always equated Crash as the Sonic of PlayStation, not Spyro.
I think I feel like Crash kind of like, I feel like they still didn't know. They had Crash and Spyro, and whenever a game was coming out, they looked like the mascot. But I mean, the fact that they're trying to bring Crash back out now.
So to be fair, Crash was intended to be the mascot.
Oh no, PlayStation would be the two dudes.
Ratchet and Clank?
Ratchet and Clank.
Nah. They're on PlayStation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you talking about the cartoon world.
Oh, you're saying PlayStation? I immediately thought you said Xbox.
No, he said PlayStation.
No,
PlayStation.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But they really used it. Like, Ratchet, they made a movie. Like, bro,
I know they
went
did, but
heavy.
I don't think that was intended. I think Crash Bandicoot was supposed to be.
He was intended to be their mascot.
I remember the commercials of
to
him
compete against Sonic
Mario
and Mario.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you talking about during that time, yeah, okay, that's fine.
And I guess by the time, because you got to figure by the time Xbox came out, Sega was on its way out.
Yep.
Yeah, so all those, like, all that whole mascot French rivalry really wasn't a thing by the time Xbox and shit came out.
Who's PlayStation mascot now?
It's still Crash, I think.
Really?
Yeah, they bringing Crash back out.
I think
I
so.
mean, I get that they're bringing it up, but why is that still?
Because
at least Master Chief, at least they've been putting out more shit with him.
But I mean, that's really what. So that's pretty much why I can't find. That's why you couldn't find nobody, because Xbox came out as like they wanted to be the adult console.
Right.
So that's why Halo was there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think by the time sort of.
What was the last Crash came out?
That's what I'm trying to.
Because I feel like I get it that Crash was the start, but I feel like at some point
because Crash followed a lot of Sonic. More than he could follow
Not
Mario.
recently, or unless I'm just disconnected.
No, yeah, you just disconnected.
We haven't seen Crash in like the last 15 years.
They did a Crash like werewolf, just like how Sonic had a werewolf where you kind of switches back and forth.
No, Crash Bandicoot on the Run came out that's mobile. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, came out 2020.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. That was the last time. That's what they bringing out. They already talked about bringing out another one. So like
Crash Team Rumble came out 2 months ago.
The fuck is Crash Team
That's their
Rumble?
party game.
That's their party game.
Who all in that?
All the characters from all this
characters from Crash. I don't know who's this nigga.
Wait, but is there wait? Oh, that's like the Mario party. I'm thinking of Smash.
the Mario party. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they still like Crash in a sense really is still there.
Is Crash still popping like that? I get they pumping out games.
People in the comments,
but do
y'all
people
still fuck with Crash Bandicoot?
Is people fucking with Crash
I was
like
actually
that?
to be truthfully honest, I was actually a fan. I 100%ed Crash. Like I actually enjoyed Crash.
They mascot should have been Spyro. Spyro was better.
I didn't like Spyro.
Agree.
I didn't like Spyro.
Spyro was better.
To me, Spyro really was Kitty, and I think because he was a fucking kitty.
Jackson Dexter was one too. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, Jack and Dexter. I forgot about that. Yeah, but I mean, Spyro really was kitty to me because it was a kitty dinosaur.
Not too much on Spyro. Spyro was great.
I didn't really fuck.
He was a dragon, not a dinosaur.
Whatever. But I think once you got to the part 4 where you like, all right, this nigga a little bit grown, like a little bit older now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess to be fair, because Spyro came out.
The original Spyro, bro.
I was 6.
You know what?
That's why you love it. You like this is
know
cool.
What?
Like
I know why I'm not equating Crash to PlayStation still. Even though that he's been dropping, every time a new Nintendo anything come out, Mario is a launch title. Crash has not been a launch title.
No, he hasn't been a launch title.
And that's why
he never been.
He might have been.
He was at first.
If we're saying 4 came out in 2020, that's when the PlayStation 5 came out.
I don't think he wouldn't have launched. I don't remember that.
I don't think he was launched.
We watched the showcase.
Yeah, I don't think he was launched. Yeah, I don't think they even talked about it during that time.
So as an Xbox person, do you like the not having a mascot at the front like that?
I mean, my mascot is Master Chief.
No, but I'm saying there's a console. Let's say a new console come out. Let's say Motorola's like, yo, we bring out a console. Is it important for them to establish?
Motorola.
I was throwing some random.
You snap for them being on your mom.
But I'm saying is it do they need to have a
No,
a
because we don't.
mascot?
Because like I said, to me,
Or is
like
it
I
just-
said,
or is it more
even
titles?
even in my fandom of like I said, like Xbox came in and killed all that shit. Like, bro, we not doing that whole like you. I think if you come in saying, oh, y'all got Mario, Sonic, Crash, I got this big ass nigga with no face with a big ass gun that just shoots and kills.
Because it's
Like-
also the mainstream of gaming isn't the kiddie games anymore.
I mean,
So
I
like,
agree.
so like I said, even for me, like I said, like the reason I stopped playing Crash was because.
Look at over there.
Oh damn! I definitely drank some of yours.
I'm sorry.
I didn't realize. I'm like, this shit was right by the car. Like, this is mine. Like, but in the mainstream thing, like I said, in the mainstream thing, what the fuck I was about to say? No, damn. I
No
forgot.
mascots and shit. We talking
Oh, no, because I'm about to actually make an actual statement. I can't remember what the fuck. it was.
you know what was fire though? Gears. That should have been Xbox's
Well,
mascot.
but hold on. But that's what I was gonna say. What if it is that? What if it's a more mature mascot? Like, so let's say Rockstar now is like.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That I stopped. That was the reason why I stopped. Like the reason why how you talking about like you don't really remember a lot of the Crash is because that's like when Halo came out and Master Chief, all that shit was like I'm off all that shit now. I'm
Yeah.
playing, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, so it was like for me, Sly
But Halo
Cooper,
was- yeah,
Jack
no,
and
Halo was
Dexter,
still-
all those kind of games. I was off all that shit because you get Halo, then by like, and I didn't even play Halo in the original Xbox, so I still for a minute. That's why I said
Right.
I had moments of because I didn't get Xbox 360, so I had moments
Right.
of like I was still playing Crash because I still had my PlayStation to then. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, when my 360 came out and I grabbed Halo and really for me, and that wasn't even the mascot, but for me it was Gears. You know what I'm saying? But it was like that's when I was like, nigga, I'm off all that shit. It's over, nigga. I'm on this shit now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on the real games
Yeah,
now.
I'm in private chats cussing niggas out. Like, boy, get your bitch ass out of here
Yeah.
now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. When the rise of multiplayer,
Yeah.
and online multiplayer at that, is when I think sort of the mascot war
Yeah.
sort of died out because
Yeah, mascot wars definitely died out.
you got to figure now you're not playing a Mario Party where all your friends are
Yeah.
at the house right
And
next to you.
it was
Well,
perfect.
you do play, but here's the thing. I think that now, with the launch of a system, it's more so the titles.
It is. It's
That's
for
all
sure
people
the
hear.
titles.
It's like, what are your launch titles?
Yeah.
That's
But
what
I
they
mean,
base it
that's
off.
what if you
That's
think
a very
and if you
good
and if you have a mascot, it's like, all right, yo, that's dope. We get a new Mario, but it's like that's not the main thing. Because if it was only just the new Mario or only just the new Sonic or whatever the case, that's not enough. Like you got to have a lineup. That's what people get excited for. The lineup.
Yeah, no, I agree with what you said. Yeah,
So
the
this is
Nintendo-
also a very good point. Nintendo and Sony and even Sega was
Yeah,
all
all
Japanese.
Japanese. So they are everything they
mascot
do is
heavy.
mascot.
No,
yeah.
I get the reason.
So-
I was just wondering, like, what
But
do
I
y'all
mean-
think about
but
that?
I
Do
mean,
y'all
even
think
if-
it's needed still?
Even in
Hey,
that sense,
shout out Street Volume 2, you right?
even in that sense of what you're talking about of saying like like what you said like going into like Xbox kind of came into like we in real like multiplayer.
Like I said, yeah,
so
we're
it's like if you're
online
playing like all those
multiplayer.
kind of games, like all those kind of like if your mascot is Xbox, is like multiplayer, nigga. Like we out here, like you know what I'm
Xbox
saying?
came out and did what Sony essentially had started. When the first PlayStation came out, and I heard this on a Business Wars podcast I was listening to about the console wars. And Sony, their big thing when they came out was, hey, we're a mature system.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And
Yeah.
I think obviously they still had the elements with the mascot and everything, but I think Sony Xbox took that to the OD and was like, no, we are actually mature.
Yeah.
None of this kiddie stuff is going
At
on.
all.
But it's always that because you got to think Sega. That was their whole thing.
That was.
The way Sega came
Yeah.
out. It was like, no, we the cool ones for the older.
I mean,
brothers.
and that's
So
how you
it's like
competed
you
with.
always
Like,
have
like
that.
Nintendo came out as the but
Nintendo's still
Nintendo
that.
came out
They-
and really,
they
but
hold
Nintendo
that.
kind of really came out as like the everything. Like
Yeah.
they like
They're the
so
family.
Like,
That's the
but they
family
had their
entertainment
mascot.
system.
Yeah, but they had their mascot. So
Nintendo
it's like
is the family entertainment system. If at any given time,
Ooh, are
you,
they? Right.
Yeah. If at any given time you are in a family setting, the easiest and the most recognizable is always going to be Nintendo.
yeah, Nintendo
Yeah.
always gonna struggle with. But
You
now
gotta figure, even nowadays, parents. Oh, I hear so many, and it's wild because I hear parents that are my age tell their little kid, like you be at the store at GameStop. Oh yeah, you want to get you a little Nintendo? Little kid to come by with some Xbox games. I'm like, bro, you are my age. We look like we could have went to high school together. You know what the hell is a PlayStation
Yeah.
or an Xbox is.
That's why Nintendo. So here's the thing: Nintendo. It's unfortunate, but it's fortunate for them. They became the niche of family entertainment. Like, right?
Yeah,
like
they
are.
I mean,
like you're not gonna get a Resident Evil.
because I'm really
Nintendo.
I am old school, so we not gonna knock Atari and all
No,
that.
no, I'm
You know
not
what
gonna knock, but what I'm saying is
you know
I'm talking
what
about now. I'm talking about
as
in our
home
world.
entertainment systems come in and gaming coming in, Atari
Yeah.
them like.
Oh yeah, I'm
put
talking about
niggas
in now world. I'm talking about in now world. You're not going to get You're not gonna get a Resident Evil.
Don't look at me like that.
Or
I'm just
heavy-
gonna keep quiet.
You're not gonna get
My mama told me if you ain't got nothing
Yeah.
nice to say, don't say anything
You're not
at
gonna
all.
get a heavy. You're not gonna get a heavy horror game on Nintendo right now.
I mean,
I think Resident Evil.
No,
on
yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying. I think it depends.
Well, no, they just started that.
I was gonna say Nintendo done switched a lot in the past year.
Oh, yeah, in the past year.
It's been rough for them though, because
But
motherfuckers
that's
are
why.
not.
No, you know
That's
what's
why.
crazy? No, it hasn't. That's the wild part. So everybody's always been rough for Nintendo. Been selling like crazy, and it all came out during that Microsoft trial. Microsoft was like, Nintendo and PlayStation outsell us like crazy.
I mean, they do. They do.
I think their fans are just. I think it's a lot of people who are like, I get all my real games on Xbox or PlayStation.
Or it's.
But I still need to play Mario. I still need to play Zelda.
Yeah, I mean, it's fandom.
You
I
know
mean, you
what
got to
it
think
is?
it's longevity,
Maybe Nintendo's
bro.
just greedy. They like, damn, we ain't getting none of that mature money.
Hey, that might be what it
We
is.
ain't getting none of that mature
That
money.
might
Hey, we
be.
gotta change this shit up.
I mean, you just kind of like Nintendo's gonna always survive because they always gonna make a system that's gonna be like you said for a family.
But-
like you know what I'm saying, like the Nintendo in the original sense when it first came out was for a family. Like I think honestly in a sense the GameCube and the 64.
Not too much on the
No,
GameCube.
I'm saying they were bad, but I think those are more personal choice systems.
What?
Like I don't really feel like. No, I'm saying like, I don't really feel like.
64
is up there, G.
GameCube,
Always.
GameCube, it didn't sell as much as Nintendo wanted.
64 is still a GOAT. People
It
go
should have
super.
sold more. GameCube, GameCube
No, I
probably
mean,
underrated.
what I-
64 is arguably in the top 3 Nintendo systems.
I mean, and I guess what I'm trying to
So
say.
what Trayvon's point is and I think it's the same thing you're saying. That's why Nintendo's never going to give up a Mario, a
Yeah.
Zelda.
Yeah. They
Because
Bro, the fact
People will buy for those.
This is why Mario, Zelda, and Sonic is literally GOAT characters in gaming. No matter what year it is, no matter what get announced, if a new Sonic adventure game gets announced, we geek. If a new Mario adventure game gets announced, we. And then here's the thing: Sonic Sonic has had a bad 3 game run, and we still get geeked for a new Sonic. We still get geeked for a new Zelda.
yeah, I mean,
Zelda
yeah.
been goating, so Zelda deserves it. We still get geeked for a new Mario. These are 3 goated characters in video games because we get geeked about them no matter what.
GameCube was definitely underrated.
No
tell
matter
tell
what.
Him, tell them. GameCube was highly underrated.
No matter what.
But I mean, I guess what I was trying, and maybe like I said, for me, because like I said, during the, and I try not to go against the GameCube and all that because, like I said, during the Nintendo run, like Nintendo was the last system that I actually had, and then I went Sega. Like,
Oh, so you
I
never
was-
even had Super Nintendo?
Like I had them in the house. Like me and my
Oh.
brother, we had the, you know what I'm saying. So I didn't. So the fandom that you would have would be my brother would be like, nigga, Super Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? I was Sega. I was on my Sega run.
GameCube.
So I had them both in the house, but I'm like, it's like what you would be saying though. I'm gonna be like, I went to Sega immediately because for one, I'm the older brother.
Yeah.
And for two, it's y'all selling it as the adult game system.
In our house,
So
it
it's like,
was the Nintendo was there when I was born. That was something I remember seeing.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah.
That was first memories type shit. Then I remember Deuces got the Super Nintendo because we were still Nintendo.
Right.
And then Deuces got the Nintendo 64, so I got a Super Nintendo.
Yep.
And then I think he went PlayStation right
Yep.
after that.
No, I
But
went Dreamcast.
You went Dreamcast.
I went Dreamcast.
And but that was the time when my parents were finally like, you can buy your own system.
And he got the
And I
GameCube.
got the GameCube.
So I mean, no, and that's what I'm saying. Like y'all grew up in the same way that me and my brother did. Like my brother, and I guess it's for me. Like I guess when you, especially when you have that separate kind of household,
Yeah.
the memories that I remember, truthfully, you know what I'm saying, is a lot of my brother playing a lot of Nintendo by his goddamn self, and all my niggas downstairs playing with me on the Sega.
It
You know what I'm saying?
wasn't like that. So I
Like,
think
but you gotta think we down there playing Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
Eternal Champ, all this shit is like nigga, blood and guts of this shit, Splatterhouse.
Well, see, that's why I
playing,
think
like we playing shit is like nigga, this shit
That's
is
why
graphic. Like
when Killer Instinct and Mortal Kombat and shit came to Super Nintendo, because remember, so in Nintendo we didn't.
Killer Instinct was like the only game Super Nintendo.
And in Super Nintendo,
like
we had to put the blood code in.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in Nintendo 64, it was fully like same as like you
Yeah.
know Sega.
Yeah, everything,
So
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because I went from Nintendo 64, and then when I was like, oh, I'm doing this now. That's when I went to Dreamcast.
But
Yeah.
see, all of that was I was still because it was I playing on my time when everybody is over there because a lot of his friends had younger brothers who were my age.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So it was like, oh, okay, we all downstairs.
Right, yeah.
So it worked out still because, like I said, yeah, I had plenty homies, but they had younger brothers. So it's like all my homies, we upstairs playing 007, wrestling
Yeah.
and everything on the 64, and then all they little brothers is down there with Dig and them playing Mario Party.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
all that shit.
I know my brother probably had.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had niggas like he had his own set of friends too. But that's why I said like that's why I said like I knew I knew the biggest difference because, like I said, even like when Pokemon shit come out, when I used to play my brother, he knew. He's like, boy, you don't give a fuck about this game. I'm about to beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to be like, oh, I see you got a new game. Like, what's it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What is it? You know what I'm saying? But like the only thing I remember playing, what I played hard, what I used to like actually get my brother like GameCube or 64 was Conquer. Because it was another adult kind of game. Yeah. So it was like Conquerors was one.
I remember getting that at Blockbuster. Shout out to the nigga who worked at Blockbuster. He had to be like 17. Didn't care. I remember, cause I honestly, and I didn't even know the game was like that. It was just, I saw the girls. I was young. I remember getting it, going up there. The little kid, the guy, I saw him about to ask my parents, "Are you sure?" And he was like, "Oh, never mind. I'm sorry, this is the wrong game." And just handed it to my dad, let me play it. I put it in. I'm like, yo, I shouldn't have had this game. I shouldn't have had this.
Like, so I mean, but I mean, and that's even like I said, like if you grew up in like for me, like I said, when I grew up in that space of like I wanted to play more mature games, it was hard for me to really like. I still like as a fan of this Nintendo, like Zelda and Mario's got played. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gonna play, but it's like going into the Pokemon or just going into other realms of games. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna play what's on my Sega Genesis. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro,
I feel like
you missed out on not playing some of the Pokemon games.
So last question before we get into our hypotheticals. If there was a Geek, I mean, our recommendations.
Damn, I thought we hit the hypotheticals.
I think it's some more work.
No, recommendations. Let me get into our recommendations. If we had the opportunity to do a Geekset game, what style of game would y'all want it to be?
Like a video game?
Yep.
I already told y'all that. I want to do an 8-bit top down like literally how Link from the Past looks. Okay. Super Nintendo.
I want to do a side scroller. One of those. So I just played this game recently. It's called What is it? It's Eastern something. Either way, it's hand. It looks like
what up, Big Sis?
The art style is like
Big Sis in the house. Yeah.
You said it's like what?
It's called like Eastern. Matter of fact, you played it.
Oh, you talking about Eastern? I know what you talking about.
Yeah.
That art style is so fucking.
It is cold. Yeah. Bro,
I want
it's
that.
a new game that's gonna come out. I just saw the. I'm at the shop trying to find it again, and put it in the story. Cause somebody literally making a game, literally doing stop motion. Like the whole game is a stop motion.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I'm like, bro, I will pay whatever this nigga put. Like, cause the work ethic for that, like.
So I think I'm more on the same side as you. I think the 8-bit side. I mean, the 8-bit top down because like. I would want a Geekset Zombie Ate My Neighbor.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's my idea.
I gotta show you. Hold on, let me see if I
definitely would want that style of game. You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't really like. I would like. Because I feel like I want something that would just be like. It's not necessarily text. Like it's really more text based. Yeah. Like really like go do this. Like because I want a game. Because like I said, an idea I said that we would have is either we would be you either gonna be the hero and we're just characters in it and we sitting your ass on quests.
No, I want us to
we're the characters.
We're the characters. You pick us and we all have different skill sets and you know what I'm saying. And it is a city takeover.
Like this,
I literally wanted to
like the 8-bit,
like that horror fun 8-bit style.
Yeah, the 8-bit sprites game. Like,
but I was Eastern Exorcist.
Like,
look at that. Look at that little dog. I'm gonna throw it in the final video.
Yeah, bro, that shit. A little random ass game. I told you, bro.
Dog, I just happened to be scrolling through Game Pass. I'm like, I'm gonna try this out. Go ahead.
Because I think that, like I said, I miss those style of games. Because I even thinking about like how Grand Theft Auto first came out, which you cannot find Grand Theft Auto 1 or 2 without having like a computer emulator or something like that.
I mean, it's wild because it's a PC game. So you figure you should be able to find it.
It was on PlayStation.
1 or your 3?
One.
No, 1 was all the.
But I mean, but they're literally. I get, but the 1 and 2 are PC ports, like the PlayStation.
Well, either way,
they came out PC first.
I played it on PlayStation, and so like
I definitely remember having.
Like I played them on PlayStation, but I'm like,
they should make it available for download as a mobile game, but you can't find them bitches anywhere outside of a computer emulator.
Really?
Yeah,
I guess PS1 games. I'm surprised Rockstar hasn't tried to throw them in.
Ooh, somebody said 16-bit Geekset versus the Culture Vultures. That'd be fire.
I see the vision.
I mean, I said like if you got to even in the 8-bit version of ours, like because in my mind it would definitely be like an 8-bit. It would be 8-bit like zombies, whatever. But it would have a turn. It would be a turn-based, still a turn-based like RPG. In a sense, so it's like we'd still be our superheroes. So it's like we had those like it's an enemy encounter. So it's like now everybody.
So I think mine's is 16-bit because of it was on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, you probably think it's 16.
Crazy. Yeah. The first 2 Grand Thefts were on Game Boy Color.
Yeah, they was on it. They was on it. I knew that because I had a Game Boy Color, and so like I played it first on PlayStation. Then I had a Game Boy Color, and I was like, oh, I can buy this, and I bought it for the Game Boy to have the port.
Game Boy Color.
But it should be mobile or something, but that you can't find that bitch anywhere.
Grand Theft Auto. Oh, that's 3.
Yeah, it's 3. Everywhere starts at 3. Trust
Yeah,
me,
nah.
I've been looking because I've been like, I want to play those old ones because I can't remember the storyline.
I mean, they were really.
I feel like how fun it was.
I just feel like they were random because I remember they had a Grand Theft Auto like the British. Like I played the London one.
The
Yeah.
London one ain't showing up on this list.
Well, the
Oh, no,
London
they
one-
were still PS1.
That was PS1.
and
That was the PlayStation joint though. Yeah.
No, I'm just
No,
saying,
they hit computer too.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
all was PC games first.
Yeah.
Like 3 was the first one like that really came out.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
To everything, but
Yeah.
they all were PC ports first.
All right, well, let's get into recommendations. I will go first. All right, I've been
trying to
telling
think.
y'all in the group chat, and I got to say this, but Twisted Metal is actually fucking fire.
Yeah,
Like,
I
Is
saw
it
Rush.
done or is it like how many? Like
it's done.
It's
the,
done.
The commercials, the promo did not do it fucking justice. Their take on Sweet Tooth, fucking amazing. We joke on Anthony Mackie a lot, and I forget, like, bro, this nigga is actually a legit dope ass actor.
He
We
is.
just joke, bro.
They put the nigga in awkward scenes,
Bro,
though. You know what I'm saying?
because so
his
this-
commitment is a little.
the one thing about Twisted Metal that I love about it is they don't take themselves serious. So this they are aware that this is a Twisted Metal movie based off of a video game that really doesn't have a story, and they lean in on the ridiculousness of this premise of Twisted Metal in a series. And bro, right from episode 1, I said I'm gonna fucking love this series, and I
Damn,
love
from the
everything.
okay.
Bro, it starts off because when it starts off, it literally shows you exactly what you're about to get into. Like when you watch it and you watch that first part, that first episode, you're like, I know exactly what this is going to be, and I'm here for it.
So in cutting back to in the beginning of our talk, it's just like you know how you when we were talking about how you
Yeah.
was gonna read like Gambit and what's the name.
Yeah.
You definitely we all had to like, bro, what this show's gonna be trash.
Yeah.
But that's why I said, and that now I
So
remember
so
why
did-
I said, hey, he might change. That now I remember why, because he done told me this in person already before, and
Oh,
how
about-
much he went into. 'Cause I couldn't remember like.
So and that's what I was gonna say because remember I said you got dig. So do you feel like from watching the first episode, did it have to dig a deep hole out to be cold? Like to be
Not
nice
at
to
all.
you?
I don't know how
Not
many
at all.
episodes he watched
But-
for the first time
but-
he said it, but
But also then
he came in clutch.
But
bro.
also then I'm like, but how much interaction do you think you had before the show? Like you saw, we all saw the trailer,
They
Saw
had
the
like a
trailer.
teaser and they had
We
like
saw the promo photo.
Yeah.
and that was it though. That was really it though. Like,
Well-
was it because you don't know? We didn't know about the other characters. Like you
No.
watched the whole thing, so you didn't
Yeah.
know about. You don't know about if watching the
I
whole
knew,
thing.
we just knew from the trailer when I saw it. I
It
was
was
like
Anthony Mackie and
I
Sweet
was
Tooth.
like Anthony Mackie and Sweet
They show
Tooth.
old girl from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Stephanie Beatrice.
I didn't even realize that was a character. Like
I
in regards
just
to
remember
it.
saying, "Oh, that's Rosa."
You know what I'm
Alright.
saying? And what's even dope about it is because, like, you know, I watch my channels that be like busting down the Easter eggs. Bro, they went crazy with the fucking Easter eggs. If you are a fan of Twisted Metal, they really went in on like the Easter eggs, the characters, the cars. Like, bro, they went fucking
I don't know if I'm
ridiculous.
gonna
on it.
get that.
I'm gonna watch it. but
I'm gonna watch
No,
it.
no, so-
I can actually forgot
Here's the
about
thing,
it.
I didn't get it at first because I couldn't remember like the story or anything much of it, right? But when I went back and I watched like the Easter eggs videos, I was like, oh shit, I do remember that car.
Okay.
Oh shit, I
'Cause I
do
was
remember
gonna
those
say,
characters. It's one
I
of those
thought
things.
you were- I thought
it's
you
really
were
about
saying-
it's really about character. Like
Yeah.
remember how they
I
added.
thought you
Yeah.
were saying you were watching it. It was like, oh shit,
Nah, no.
such and such. I'm not. That's not
The,
gonna be me.
the only one you'll get that for is Sweet Tooth because everybody
Yeah,
knows
that's
Sweet
fair,
Tooth,
that's fair.
right? And so there's
I mean, I
moments.
know, like, cause I mean, like, Sweet Tooth wasn't my favorite character, so I know a couple other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Spectre was definitely one of my favorites, and I know if he's in there, like, Spectre was my favorite Twisted Metal driver. I
do not know that guy.
That's the nigga with the buff nigga with the big wheels.
No, Spectre was the ghost card.
You're right. The ghost
Was
card.
card. Like,
The
it's
buff
better-
nigga with the big wheels. I forgot his name already. But yeah.
Yeah, I know. I can't, but because I
do
know
not know
it's
that guy.
it's a motorcycle. I don't know names. I know it's a motorcycle nigga. I know the Spectre car. I know the big nigga with the big wheels. It was
The cop nigga.
a cop. It was like a. I feel like it was like a Dukes of Hazzard kind of like car, like
Yeah.
a goddamn
The hearse.
The hearse.
Okay.
Um,
I do remember the hearse. I do remember the Dukes of Hazzard.
But yeah, bro, like this, like it's one of those series that like.
And the first game only had like 8 cars.
Because here's
Like
the
it was like
thing,
8 to 20 cars.
I did go into it with literally like I ain't got shit else to watch. And shout out Will Ferrell from All Death, man. He been like, bro, you need to watch it. I'm like, bro, all right, I'm gonna watch it. I'm
That's
gonna watch
hilarious.
it. And so I was like, fuck it, I ain't got nothing else on. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto. Let me throw it on, and I threw it on, and bro, literally right off the rip, I said, oh, I'm about to fuck with this, and it was solid. And then Harley Quinn is back.
I
season?
just I
Harley
just found
Quinn.
I
out
did not
too.
know that.
It's like
I
5
found that
episodes
out
in,
earlier,
6
yeah.
episodes in right now, and it's
Wow.
still hitting.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
have to
god,
watch that
this
too.
fucking season is going so fucking hilarious.
Yeah, my guy
Still
posted
hitting.
in our Discord
Still
earlier. He was
fucking
like, "Hey, y'all
hitting.
know Harley Quinn back?"
Still
and it was
fucking
like Deuce said, it was like 5 episodes. Oh shit, no.
I did not know that.
Still
Yeah.
fucking hit it. So those are my 2 recommendations.
Yeah, you can go. Cause I
I'll
don't
jump
really.
in. It's something I told y'all, and I told y'all yesterday. I was gonna read Killer Shark in the New World,
You started?
Oh, you started reading it already?
and I remember you might not have noticed. I said I'd give y'all an update on the podcast. I held it till now because Killer Shark in Another World. I need this to have an anime adaptation.
Okay.
Fam.
Bro,
What
it's
powers
so,
he got though?
So this is what I'm. So look,
From the movies, you see the description. It says whatever you
off-
saw in the movie. So whatever you can think of, the Meg,
it's
Jaws.
so crazy because the lady who's summoning was like she's in class with a bunch of summoners, and they all think she trash. And she's like, bro, today my last day. I'm gonna try one more summon. I'm gonna try one more summon. And she summoned the shark. And when she summoned the shark, it's all cutesy anime like. So you got like the little hearts for eyes, looking at her all cutesy. They all laughing at her. Then the nigga go on his rampage.
Because he laughing at her like.
Because they laugh. Because that's his son. That's the version of his son. That's what he got. That's what.
So
he
is he like a water? Like he's a land shark?
Bro, he's swimming the land. He's swimming
He's
the
swimming
land.
like he go in the
You
dirt.
all you see is the fin in the land, and then it come out. Bro, it's crazy. It's so insane.
So my thing was throwing me off is like, is this? I'm guessing in this manga there is no sharks.
Apparently not. I ain't seen it. I'm 4 chapters in, and I ain't seen another shark yet. And
But this
everybody
nigga like
be shook when they see this. One is a 3-headed shark. I should also let with that.
So they changed it up.
So I don't know if that's just like one of the powers he exhibited, because like Deuce said in the synopsis, it said that it has power from all sharks.
But remember I said in my thing in the group chat, I was like, look, if the nigga just got like jaws, like dangerous like jaws, I get that.
So there
But
is
if you
a
give
movie,
me a one shark doing Sharknado,
But
that don't
there
make
is
sense.
but
But
there
now
is
the
a
3-headed
movie.
Bo
shark.
said this nigga a street shark.
the
Right.
nigga is definitely a tree shark. The nigga.
If they reference street shark, if the nigga get him on his feet, start
So what
talking.
I'm telling you
If the nigga
is,
get him on his feet, put the pants on and start talking, bro.
bro. So what I'm telling you is, like the synopsis definitely said shark movies, and there is a movie that has a shark with 3 heads. So I'm thinking that's just the first one they show. That's the most outlandish. Cause you can't just do a regular shark.
But I'm
for
gonna
the
say,
first
if you'll
one.
keep some of the sharks.
So no, it's the same shark. It's
it is evolving.
His name is Same.
Do
His
they
name
say-
is Same.
Do they
The
show
shark-
you what movies when he replicates the powers?
Nah, it didn't. You just it's kind of like an Easter egg though, cause you'd be like, damn, I have seen a picture for that movie, cause I ain't watched that.
I've never seen a movie about a 3-headed shark.
I'll show you-
I've never
I'll show
even
you.
heard
It was
of
a
that.
sci-fi
I'll
movie.
show it's
Nigga,
for
we
sure
saw
on
the
sci-fi.
Colossal Pastor.
It's for sure on sci-fi. I'll show
I'm
you
pretty
the cover
sure
art.
they
I'll
got
show you
fucking
cover
3
art.
shark.
But it's crazy because the whole point is she still want to save the world. Because the whole point of her wanting to summon, because she wants to save the world because the Demon King's army is attacking.
The Demon King. Okay, so it's still a Demon King army.
There's still a Demon King's army. They ran across the Demon King's army and they was shook.
They didn't know what to do with the shark.
No,
Because the shark
nigga.
is all you see is the fin. So nobody's seen the shark before. They don't know what
I
this
gotta
is.
stress, it is a comedy. So you can't go into, because it tells you straight away, hey, this is a comedy. So you going into this like, yo, this is all hilarious. And it's such great, because the action is kind of like, all right, I fuck with the action, but it's so funny because of the ridiculousness. You gotta read it. I pray it get an anime adaptation.
All right.
I
That
pray
sounds-
it.
Bro, I mean, I ain't really been on shit this week. I'm trying to think what I've been on.
Shit,
to
name it.
even,
Give us a classic.
I'm what, like, you ain't played nothing recently?
Nah, this nigga Bacardi been.
Bro, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
been busy,
if anything, yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna give some words of wisdom, fam. Thank yourself. You know what I'm saying? I recommend that you thank yourself.
Humble hands.
If you are in any place right now where you feel like you are really good, that you are really in a positive place, that you've done the work and you don't realize that you just noticed that you have been here, like, thank your old self for that.
Yeah.
Because that old self did all the work to get you to that point to realize that you are at a better place.
Bro.
So
I feel that 100%. Like I said, we were just talking about that shit.
Yeah,
It's
like-
bro, it's like there's stuff that happens in people's life that is like, it's surreal. And like, there's a lot of people, you know, we've been fortunate enough to chop it up with a lot of people who was on the path of trying to get to a place, right? Trying to get to a place of their love, a place of their goals, their interest, and everything like that. And so, you know, it's a hard road for anybody.
Oh,
you
it
know
is.
What I'm
I
saying?
mean, it is.
But it's like, but when you have that moment where you're actually living in it,
yeah.
like, and you just like, wait, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, like you have to find ways to
You gotta
celebrate it.
You gotta celebrate it.
And to acknowledge, like, yo, I've done this, or yo,
Yeah.
I'm here, and like this is my norm now.
And that's
You know what I'm saying?
and that's what I'm
so,
saying. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I feel like as people, we look for outside people to thank us,
Yeah, but we gotta
and do that. But it's like those people didn't get us there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to thank yourself.
It's the
like,
don't keep on the journey. Appreciate the journey.
Yeah, you have to. So I mean, and like I said, for me with my full circle with the whole, like that's really what kind of.
Damn.
Big Sis Chris coming for you.
Hey, you going crazy, fam?
I'm gonna throw out the jumbotron for everybody to see.
As a goal. All right,
Humble hands. I love it.
As a goal, like
I love it.
it's gonna be a goal. It's gonna be a goal. Then it's gonna be. I mean, now, like I said, like now that I'm in a new place, because I've acknowledged the old Bacardi and where he's got himself to.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm in a place where I can truly call myself Bacardi Sensei. Because of where I got myself at, because of what the last stages of Bacardi got me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I was calling myself Bacardi Sensei for a long time, it was like, nah, Bacardi was still guiding that. Like, we got to get you to be really Bacardi Sensei.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, because as a drinker, like I have those moments when you do, if you have a revelation and you kind of by yourself, I had that toast. I've had those moments where I just toast to myself and be like, you know what, bro, toast to you.
Bro, you know what? So I realized that.
Keep on.
I realized that, bro, the past year and a half, I've had more solo celebrations that I've had in my life.
Yeah.
Because, and it's been moments where I'm just like, and it also fuels exactly what we are trying to do. There's been moments where we've accomplished something, and I'm just like, damn, man, it should be a bigger celebration. So I'm gonna celebrate. You know what I'm saying? And we've celebrated, right? And I realized that with other people, like, yo, there's moments that people have that's like, yo, this is a celebration. And people should be like, yo, shout out to you for doing that shit.
Yeah.
And so, like, it kind of fueled a lot of the things that we do where I'm like, yo, I'm going to make sure that I big up, you know what I'm saying, when I see people doing some dope shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yo, I would want somebody to big up when I do some dope shit or when we do some
But you
dope
also
shit.
got that, and that's what I'm saying. Like, but you want to make sure that you, on the top of, you want to get the outside ones.
Yeah.
Like you want it, like I think as a people, whatever, we kind of feel on that. But you can't leave yourself empty without thanking yourself for actually doing
and that's why I said,
because like I said, nobody did. You know what I'm saying?
But
That's
to
what I said,
Deuce's point,
yeah, I
that's
had
why
most
I
of
like
my own.
going into, like, when I will go on into fuel a huge spree of just scrolling through Twitter when I see somebody doing something dope, whatever. I love to just retweet it, throw a little heart at it, because it's the thing of there. So many people are doing so much dope shit that it sometimes gets lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
And so I don't want anybody to ever feel like, damn, I had this huge win and nobody else.
Nobody
did.
saw.
The change that I want to see, I'm like, we are living it, and that's so like it helps fuel.
Yeah.
that.
So I mean, So
By
I mean,
the way,
that's
I got the picture up for you. With
that's so I mean, that's
there
my
it is, in
recommendation.
case you was curious.
Three-headed shark.
Yeah.
Danny Trejo was here.
Danny Trejo was every. Danny Trejo is the
He
Samuel
better
Jackson.
won. He better have one.
I never watched this.
He
so I don't
better
know.
have one.
But OG recommendations. So we launched a couple of new things and a couple of things that are still rocking. One thing that we offer, man, our Patreon, patreon.com/Geekset. I am now offering a behind the scenes to my voice acting journey, right? So
It's like you getting a master class for the price of a
hold
Patreon.
on.
Yeah, you going crazy.
I ain't saying master class now.
It's like
Listen.
I'm just saying, monthly price, you getting a master class.
But so the Watch Mojo list, like you get to see me actually record those. Struggle through some of the pronunciations of some of these names.
I mean, you really get it, and also you get a firsthand on like what the this the list. Nigga?
Yeah, this the list, right?
That is
Yeah.
also true. You do see the list
for
early.
for the movies and shows that I'm a part of that don't have an NDA, you'll get to see me work on those and do the voice acting from the Geekset studio. But yeah, I am offering that now on our Patreon.com. So make sure you check that out. Patreon.com/Geekset. Sign up for the $1 tier. Like I said, every tier actually gets access to this. Obviously, the higher tier you go, the more perks you get. But yeah, this is something new that I'm offering, just a behind the scenes to when I'm doing my voice acting work.
I think I told you I already thought that was dope. Anyway,
Yeah.
I feel like what people don't understand is like. As a collective, like I said, we've understood that you are the celebrity of this. So being able to even have that aspect from a Geekset perspective that we can give to other people, like, bro, someone who's working on that like acting and film career, like everyone isn't like in the group isn't working on that. Right. So on top of us as a unit doing and producing things, you can get individual moments of like our journeys, personal journeys. You know what I'm saying?
And so an additional to the personal journey, I talked about it earlier, but I launched a Storytime series.
Yeah.
I realized that, like I said,
This is fucking popular, y'all. Like this nigga's been around, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga's been around.
And you know what really fueled it? Like I said, I've been floating this idea a lot, but when we was down at DreamCon, we had that moment where we were just chopping up and I was telling y'all about EMP. I'm like, yo, we actually got some shit that's like some crazy ass stories. And I was like, so I started it. By the time
I still want that show. Well, we gonna have to figure out how we gonna put that. Maybe we do that show as maybe we do that show as an audio podcast first. Like so we can make all the characters up for the show. For that, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm serious about that show.
I know you are.
Like I'm serious as a bitch about that show.
Like, so the first story I put out was how I got The Rock to listen to my album. The second story, so by the time this is out, there'll be 2 stories out. The second one is how I got violated at DreamCon twice. Pretty much the Deathstroke cosplay story.
Not like fully violated. We gotta
no beef.
Don't go
so dark. Don't go dark.
But you hear somebody say I got violated.
Well, that's why I put LOL.
It don't matter. It don't matter because the nigga gonna cut that. Send that out real quick. You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter. You couldn't cut in enough to like.
I know. I should have had it ready.
You wasn't ready though.
But on the Patreon, like I said, you can see episodes early. So like you're gonna get the origins of EMP. Y'all heard me talk about it. A lot of you are Geekset, you know what I'm saying, frequent viewer. You'll get the story on how I stumbled into acting. You'll get the story on how I ended up on the N1 DVD mixtapes. And there's a shit ton of stories that I'm going to be telling. So, go to youtube.com/GeeksetPodcast. Or if you want to see them early, go to patreon.com/Geekset.
Also, wait, before that, what are y'all interested in seeing with our Patreon? Obviously, that's
a
something
good
that we're
question
trying
to
to build
ask.
out. But if you can, in the comments, tell us what are some of the things you want to see from a Patreon. What drives you to want to take that next level?
Yeah. Because we definitely want to try to get more of y'all to tap in. Because, I mean, as we always said, the Black Geek documentary, make sure you go check out that trailer. All the funds from our Patreon does get redistributed to the Black Geek documentary and Geekset stuff. So we definitely want to make sure that, we get y'all in there, use that for that support, but also give y'all a more insight into us. You get the behind the scenes for the Black Geek documentary. You get early access to episodes. You get a chance to ask our celebrity guests. One-on-one with Deuces is coming back. We are actually just right now trying to figure out something to make it bigger and better. So we're in the process of pitching and just working with different partners and everything. But we got a lot that's coming from there.
Ahsoka's coming out, so I got to review that weekly.
Yep. So we got, like I said, the Lost Holocron. Make sure you go to check out that podcast. Geek, do what you love what you do series. That's going to be coming back.
That's coming back. Oh, that's coming back. Yeah, bro. We like I said, we look, y'all. We ain't got shit to do after DreamCon. You know what I'm saying? So the rest of this year finna be a lot of just like the newest shit that we can give y'all. Like our ideas are gonna be a lot of our own individual ideas, a lot of our own.
And I think all of that's gonna hit Patreon first. I want to stress that everything's going to hit Patreon first.
Yep.
So if you want to see the development stage of Geekset, definitely go there.
And then big news, man. We got a new show coming out. It's our first collaboration show. Shout out to Will Ferrell and the Arcade Tokens, but we are bringing to y'all Geek Blasphemy coming.
Geek, yeah. I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
I got you.
Just real quick, it's really funny. Because we was on separate shows. Did your group have an issue with like doing like what it was, like what the fuck they had to do?
We had rivalry in ours.
Yeah, so everybody's episode was different. So Ditch is in the Ditch episode. He was the first episode where him and another player had a rivalry that they was going against each other for the points.
So they already knew.
Yeah,
y'all already knew.
We came in. Somebody was like, "Hey, I'm about to win this," and I had to be like, "Hey, whoa, I'm gonna win this."
Yeah.
Okay, but
so we had a rivalry ready.
But I mean,
to go.
I guess did you you understood? I mean, I'm assuming you understood the game.
Yeah.
Like I didn't.
So
the whole crew, everybody in our section did not.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, we all knew it. We all had some flagrant statements. I don't think I had any flagrant statements.
No, but
I think you and I might disagree on one of these.
Yeah.
statements.
Y'all gonna have to conflict. But here's the dope thing. So we filmed 3 episodes already, right? 1 episode is filled with a whole bunch of comedians. So it's obviously just a whole bunch of comedians roasting each other and shit like that.
Yeah.
Hilarious episode. Didge episode was the episode that he had a rivalry. Hilarious because of the rivalry. Y'all episode 1, everybody didn't was like, okay, we trying to figure this out. But also Pierre.
Oh yeah, Pierre. Yeah, Pierre. Pierre went
So
crazy.
I saw
dog,
from the
shout out
clips
to Pierre.
with I need to reach out to him because I need to know what camera it is.
I know.
need
He told me he sent to me.
Shout out to Pierre, bro.
Send that to me.
Because you
I
the
need
fool,
that camera.
bro. Like you is a fucking
I need
fool.
to be able.
bro.
I need.
Pierre Steps is
I saw
hilarious.
from obviously the promo. I need to be able to zoom
as
in.
a Scorpio, that's the energy I want if I'm on camera. Like nigga, I would do a news interview with that camera. Like no,
because as soon as I saw the promo, I looked at him like, bro, some of the statements that I said, I would have for sure zoomed in if I could have.
So go to
everybody. That's what I'm saying. When you watch this episode, Pierre set the plat so niggas was like when Rudy had to ask niggas like, what's your question? Niggas like, I mean, I can't just be like playing like no. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta do something.
Oh yeah, no, we was all fully in on that. So I think that's what this is his point.
So
we was animated.
Man, make sure you subscribe to the Arcade Tokens page, or obviously here as well. But yeah, Geek Blasphemy is coming. I think we're dropping episodes starting in September. Will Ferrell is the man behind the chair. I'm your host for the show, and yeah, you're gonna be seeing a whole lot of blurbs, man. I'm bringing the community. Like I said, shout out to them.
I'll throw another.
Yeah, they giving me they gave me the keys to help pick out the cast.
Yeah, the cast bring people in.
So of course I'm filling it up.
Yeah,
with all the
I definitely want to come back again. So I mean,
I got more.
Like I got like I said, and that's what I said. Like for me, like once I understood it. Like once we understood the show, I was like, "Oh, bro, I can go crazy."
I felt like my most egregious ones wasn't said, so
So follow us, man, at Geekset Podcast everywhere because that's where you're going to get a lot of your updates. Make sure you go to the blackgeekdocumentary.com. We did put out the official teaser trailer. Make sure you go there, check that out, show some love in the actual comments. We need to see them likes. We need to see them comments. We need to see them shares. More information will be coming. We don't have an actual release date yet, but it is scheduled to be out in 2024 for those who are asking. But with that being said, like I said, we are still currently pushing. We are in our last push of it, meaning that what we would need to do at this point is get our big talking heads. That
the hero interviews.
The hero interviews.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be jumping into that realm at some point.
We're trying to book that LA trip, y'all.
That LA trip.
Like,
so you know what I'm saying. So hey, if there's any flight plugs that are listening, hey, hit us up in the DM. See,
niggas ain't driving to Florida, bro.
No,
I mean not Florida. I mean not to LA.
Y'all wanna drive to
LA? Ain't nobody
I don't know if I longer enough. I don't know if y'all heard when I said it on many a podcast since. I've said it many a places since. I did the drive once. I never do it again.
You drove to LA before?
No, I'm saying the road trip.
Oh, you just said the road trip. Yeah,
we've done it.
Unless we in the bus, boy, we gotta be.
Unless I never have to touch the wheel.
I need a nigga named Herman driving. Like, bro, you got us? Like, I got y'all. We gonna get there. We gonna get there.
Doing the same drive we did to DreamCon, it was great. I loved it. It was an experience. I feel like these my niggas more than I thought they were before. Never again, because that might get into Geekset.
That's why y'all my niggas, because I know I can't do it with y'all. The realization of if I want to stay y'all my niggas, I value our relationship more than traveling. You know what I'm saying? In the car. You know what I'm saying?
I'll pay the extra $100 if that's what. I think we'd have to pay like another $100, $150.
I'm definitely at that energy now where I'm ready to cuss niggas. I'm like, boy, if your niggas say we can just drive, nigga, what? Hey, you got problems at home? What's the problem, nigga? We got a pitch in?
You ain't
we all got a pitch in? You ain't budget for this? I'm cussing you out, bro. No.
I'm good.
Who I do was it the drive?
I didn't feel like I suggested the goddamn ride, or me or did, or one of us.
All right, y'all.
Suggested the drive.
I apologize.
You suggested it?
I apologize. Look.
But I also feel like
I was okay with it.
I feel like my energy it might have been a Ryan and Dish moment because I really feel like I feel like that I have a say in this.
We might have been talking.
Because you know, like you said, this be the nigga to get online and to get to look at the price and shit. I'm like, oh, nigga, that's cheap. Like, I feel
I think that might have been what it was.
Because I know I stamped it because I was like, shit, me, EMP, we've been doing that for the longest.
But I also know that we were getting ready for it. I was the nigga like, bro, how are we fucking getting there? So at some point I had to talk to somebody like, well, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like me and Diz kind of was like, oh, that sounds like the cheapest route, nigga. What I will say that he can take that credit for is picking that fucking minivan.
Time out. I said the fucking truck. Flag on the play. No.
You are gonna take that.
No.
I agree.
We was about to get the big SUV. The big SUV. I don't know what they was gonna give us, but it said big SUV.
It was.
And then somebody, I don't remember who, but somebody was like, hey, what's a minivan looking like?
I ain't gonna hold you. I think it was King that said that.
Was it?
I do believe, because remember, at that point, we had the DreamCon group chat.
It was only 4 of us.
It still was only 4, and I think that's what I'm saying.
And I believe King was the one that suggested the minivan.
I get it if it was only 4 of us.
Because I never suggested any car at all.
No, I know you. I don't remember who it was. But somebody was like, bro, it's only 4. Because I remember distinctly somebody like, bro, it's only 4 of us.
But I also remember still going against that shit. Like, bro, I get it's 4 of us, but still. Because niggas gave me that whole, like, you got the back of the van, and then we got that third.
I think it was King.
Like,
but you got to figure, because at the time we was only 4, you would have had those 2 single seats. That would have been fine.
Yeah.
It was when we got the 5th person, which worked out in the end. I'm glad Doug came.
Oh, yeah.
None of this is against it. But we already had cars settled. We should have reevaluated the car at that time.
I think that's even for me as like
I will take responsibility for inviting Doug because I was like I went hard.
Which is fine. Which is fine. But I also like I said for me personally, like how you said, like I don't know what moment if you wanted to ask everybody personally when was the moment you realized it was a bad idea like to drive with everybody. It was literally when y'all got me.
Really?
When you got me in a minivan, I realized we got a fucking mini. Because I kept thinking we had the truck. So when you got me, I was like, bro, we in a minivan?
You better than I am. You way better than I am.
It was
3 days after Doug was like, yeah, I'm in. No, when he officially confirmed, I thought about it, I was like, we should reevaluate this car situation.
Why didn't we do that?
This is what happened.
Hold on. Now I gotta get what it was. Here's the what's the name. Didge gave us options, and then Didge said, obviously, it'd be cheaper if we get the van, right? That's all he said. King came with I say the van might be more comfortable for all of us. And like he went through this whole soliloquy on why the van is way more better. And then he even said YouTube reviews of the van, so King was doing the research.
He was in the trenches. Let me tell you why immediately after when Doug confirmed, because I had already been having second guess. I'm not gonna lie.
So you was on me like we should just get the fucking comfortable.
And then he tripled down. He said, I just feel like vans have more rooms. It'll be easier to get in and out of.
Let me tell you, immediately after we said, immediately after we all said we was going to get them, I had reserved the minivan and everything. I sat down for like maybe 30 minutes and I was like, we should fly.
Oh, you thought you was on some fly. You like, nigga, you like 4 wheels, my guy?
I immediately thought, maybe we should fly. Look. And so then what convinced me back against it before bringing it up was like, well, we're going to have to get a rental while we down there. That's going to be more and more cost. So then when Doug was like, yeah, I'm in, I'm going, I looked back at the reservation camera. I had to recalculate everything. Yeah. I looked back at it again. I'm like, it's another person here. We should fly.
Now you back on fly.
He never said anything.
No, I never said anything. Because every time I would think that, I'm like, we gotta fucking rent a car regardless.
Yeah, when we get there, we're gonna rent a car regardless. Yeah. So it's like, which I get that. So that's why I said I got to rent the car. But it's like I definitely wish we would have changed it up and like, bro, let's upgrade.
So now we know. But yeah, man, like follow us, Geekset Podcast. Everybody go to GeeksetPodcast.com. But as always, this is the only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together, and we are out. Peace.